matters into their own hands.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
All right, here we go again. It is Drunken Chat, son, with your boy Chitlins Greens Cornbread on the Comic Crusaders Network. Thank you guys for freaking hopping in and freaking joining up with us again for another great freaking Friday, Saturday morning. Talking about everything comics and collectible freaking related. I don't know who may join us. They've got the links, but we'll see. We're just going to go ahead and get into it to see when they get up there. Hey, what's going on, Dre? Long time no see, man. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, let me go ahead and give it a shout outs right now. Luis Ramirez 504. Is that 504 from like New Orleans? Let me know because I used to hang out there. Chad, what's going on? Chad says, "Damn, this is late. Hey, freaking, we got to get it in, fit it in where we can get it in, right?" 78 points of articulation. The comic chef and Ramon Camacho, how's it going, baby? Says he's still trying to finish off his liquor from Christmas, drinking some peanut butter whiskey with eggnog. Oh, that sounds so good. Sounds so good, man. But you know what, man? Since the end of December, I have not been drinking. I've been doing the whole dryerary thing to see how it feels whenever I do get back to drinking. So right now I'm just drinking some cranberry juice with some the seed lip alcohol substitute to see how it goes. So I want to welcome everybody. Welcome this young man to the stage. Make this guy always livens up at Drunken Chat. So welcome to the stage, Rabbi Nigel Smegma. What's going on,
Jesus Christ. I left it on there.
man?
It's the
Yeah, that's
innovator
all right.
production, Mr. Awesome Sauce Radio himself. The man's getting everyone paid, laid, and made. I love you all, Blind Adam. How you all doing tonight?
You're doing awesome, man. Freaking out where I'm at, it just hit 70 degrees today. My house is currently at 75, man. Nice and toasty and everything. Kind of a good change in weather from the snow ridiculousness we had over the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be good to see. So what I will say is that at a museum, maybe just a few minutes from where I'm at, there is I think it's called the Shenandoah Museum. They're going to have a mini con, whereby you can go see the art of Alex Ross.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is all the way from when he was like 4 years old, all the way to the new stuff that he's been doing lately. The last time I went, there was one he did one about 6 years ago, and the man was there himself signing stuff, right? And let me tell you, the line was like out the out the freaking door,
I
like
can
all around the
imagine.
fucking parking lot. Now here's the crazy thing. There's I want to say there was at least 800 people just waiting outside to go in if you can see them. Inside the building, however, there was another 100 people, and the way you got in is you either had to have had a membership to the museum, which of course there was a line to get your membership and everything, or if you went yeah, or if you went straight to the went to the museum gift shop and bought one of the Alex Ross whatevers, then you got to get into the other crazy line. So that's I'm hoping that I can get up early enough to do that, and we can take advantage of that and see what new stuff he's got on there, because he had some pieces in there that I have never seen before. Hi Nathan says, "Who is this?" This is I am Lucas from Chitlins Greens Corner from Comic Crusaders, with also Rabbi Nigel Schmegma, Adam Blind Adam from the Cooking with Adam show, and the innovator of corn.
Version.
Yes.
And I'm almost ready to be allowed to go into the world again. As of Monday, I no longer need the quarantine. Thank fucking God.
Jeez. Good. It's good to hear, man. All right, but man, I got a lot of stuff that we got to share, and I don't want to make this a 3-hour show today. So let's go ahead and freaking get into some of the stuff Yeah, going. Excuse me. So this is how it looked last week. A lot of red on the right side of the board towards the consumer and defense of healthcare and everything, but entertainment got kind of beat up last week. But communication service was looking good. Technology was looking good, and of course, the financial insurance stuff was looking good. However, this week it was almost the exact opposite of all that stuff. Financial stuff wasn't looking too good. Healthcare, it was kind of mixed and everything. Entertainment freaking had a freaking great freaking week. If you took some of my advice, once again, I don't give advice. I don't give financial advice.
Yeah,
We're
why
not
don't you
specified
start
as
giving
financial advice.
advice?
Yeah, but I did say, well, here's what I did say is that I do have a certain number of stocks that I am on watch and I personally buy, and I will promise, and I am sharing that with you guys now.
I need to
I
set
am
up a
not saying,
Robinhood account so I can start investing.
yeah. Well, I don't know about Robinhood, man, because which you
No. It's because
we'll get offline on that one.
I'm on a SSDI. So in order for me to stay off the SSDI radar, I can only have a certain amount of money in stocks.
Ah, gotcha. That makes
So
sense.
it's just easier that way.
So Disney had a great freaking week at shot up to $95 from 93.
Nice.
Netflix, I will go into why they had an amazing fucking week. And Warner Brothers, I don't know what. Actually, I do know. Once again, they had some news this week. Fox and Paramount, they didn't really have great news, but most likely because of the way the entertainment sector was happening, that's probably why they were doing good as well. So a lot of analysts were looking at the data this week, and they said, well, because of numbers came out, the GDP numbers came out this week, and they looked good. There's still growth, but the problem is that they were saying it's probably because of inflation, which is a part of the calculation. So everybody kind of wants to see what happens this coming week because the CPI numbers are what's coming out. That's the jobless numbers. If the jobless numbers are incredibly high, then that means it was or not or raised or rose up a little bit. Then the GDP rose because of those numbers. If they did not raise, it's because of some other thing, and people are going to be scrambling through their buttholes to figure out what the heck is going on.
Scrambling through the buttholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did the Drunken Chat freaking stocks do? Well, it rose 4.94%, 5%. That is better than the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial, the Nasdaq Composite, and Russell 2000, which actually had a bad week this week. Actually, excuse me. So as of last week, when we last you guys off, it was at Drunken Chat Sun was at $1,016. As of this week, it is now at $1,116, which is an 11% raise from last week, which did better than all the other indexes, at least 6% better than its. I see, 10% better than its nearest competitor. So there we go. Bandai was part of it, but I think let me see the biggest number I believe would have been the Netflix. Yep, they had the Netflix one at $8.42. Hasbro came out of nowhere with shipping in $1. Mike the Pike Productions had an interesting week, and we don't know why. The only thing I can think of is maybe because on their Facebook they're starting to push the stock more. I think that might be why. Because sometimes when you have more mentions, it comes up on radars for AI. So I think just them mentioning Mike the Pike might have freaking raised us. So if you want to help me test this from your own social media platforms, just type in $ MIKP. I just want to see what happens and see if it pops up on any of the joints like Swaggy Stocks and Reddit and all that other stuff. Because I have a feeling that's what's going on. Because at one point this is less than a cent stock, less than a cent, less than half a cent, less than half and a half
right now?
at 0.00002 cents.
Holy shit!
right? At 0.00002 cents. So if you buy 70,000, 70,000, that'll be like $20, right? Um, and what do I have down here? Yep, I got 20,000 down here, and that 20,000 gets you $2 when it goes up a cent, right? So if it goes up, it doesn't even have to go up a cent. It goes up like 0.0001 cent, gets you $2 for that same amount of money, right?
Awesome.
So yeah, so for those don't who are not tracking what Mike the Pike is, once again, they got the Wish movie that's coming in Pikes. They've got the Dynamite, all the Dynamite IPs belongs to them. I'm talking Deja Thoris, Vampirella, which
Vampirella, Red
yeah,
Sonja.
they've already said that they're planning on doing something with Vampirella. They just got to get the things correct, good and ready.
And Red Sonja's been in
And
development hell for the last like at least 5 years now.
yeah, they had an actress and then she quit for whatever reason, so that's whatever. So apparently Marvel is going to start doing bagged comic books now. It's going to be called the Red Band series. The first
Bad
one is
series.
yeah, the first one is going to be Blood Hunt #1, which is
But
a
Hunt?
Blood Hunt, Blood Hunt. Um, says that it's going to come up with a warning. Comics is only approved for appropriate audiences by Marvel Comics with explicit content. Looks like it's going to be right down your alley, Adam.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's not like if it's like on the level of Faithless, then we'll talk.
Or Somna.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this announcement of the Red Band editions, Marvel promised that the editions will be polybad to keep those weak of heart from experiencing its intensity. With series artist Pepe Larraz quoted as saying, "The Red Band pages are really interesting to me, and they allow me to convey the dark, violent, bloody tone of this particular story and flex new muscles that I don't usually get to use in a superhero comic." So that already is
See,
turning me off.
I'm disappointed already.
Yeah,
Only violence?
yeah,
Son of a
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I don't
Why is it okay to put violence, but the minute you start showing boobs, titties, and butts,
They better for my $5.99 to probably charge them for this thing.
yeah, pretty.
Chad Cave says he played a board game religiously when he was under 10 by myself, and I was an only child called Stark Market. I was a trader pimp at 9 years old. Financial instruments are a little bit more complicated nowadays, but yeah. Okay. So I started getting in a lot of emails and from some of the publishers this week. I'm bringing up some of the ones that I thought were the most interesting, such as from Boom Studios. They had this one comic that's coming out. It's called Man's Best #1. It's a 1-5 series. And what they're proposing is that they're going to give everybody an ash can of this thing. That the LTOV is this week. Let's see, what is it about? Homer Brown is written by Porn Sack Pistote.
Okay.
If that isn't a Pornhub pen name, I don't know what that is. Porn Sack.
Yeah, I was actually trying to take the high road for once.
Definitely. Porn Sack Pistote.
Porn Sack, that is like I might just buy a couple copies just to support the creator for the name alone.
It's about a homeward bound on an alien planet. Man's Best follows 3 emotional support pets living on a starship Horizon, a spacecraft searching for a new planet to house humanity compromised by bad decisions and corporate corruption. But after the ship crashes and their crew is captured, the loyal pets are their owner's only hope. Outfitted in outrageous mech suits, the 3 best friends must traverse a hostile world to rescue their owners, leaving them the only hope for humanity that might not be worth saving. in an adventure threatening to tear their friendship apart. So, Pornsak Pistote, he was the guy that originally wrote Good Asian, which is
Ah, okay.
apparently, yeah. So he's got some chops on him. And I
Isn't
didn't.
good? Wasn't good Asian optioned
Yes,
at
it
one
was.
point?
hmm Yes, it was. Yep. So keep an eye out on this fella. And
I like the concept. I'm not, uh, and once again, it's continuing the trend of animal books, which was set ablaze by our good friend Tristan Tony over at Stray
right.
Dogs.
So the problem I have with this is that there literally was another book just like this, but it was I think some dogs and some monkeys though. They were shot out in space, but they were like Russian dogs and
Oh yeah,
monkeys.
yeah, yeah. Sputnik, maybe.
Yeah,
I know the
probably.
title. I know what book you're talking about. Just that the title eludes me because ever since Stray Dogs took off, everyone and their uncle wants to do an animal book now. What we need is a
Yeah,
book about furries. We need furries,
furries.
furries.
I think you should pitch that to somebody.
I might just do that.
Um, then after that we have what is this? It looks like it's something that's killing the children book. So next after rave reviews following its debut, the captivating event series by Tom King and Peter Gross continues this week. FOC's Animal Pound #2, blah blah blah, and then following that, we are giving fans an insider look at another best-selling series in Grim, Pink, and Ink #1, with special commentary by series artist Flavio. The premium issue is perfect for the Grim fan. So apparently, if you go to your previews world, there should be some type of preview for Grim Pink, excuse me, Grim Pen and Ink #1. And then lastly, the Netflix animated series finishes its latest chapter in Mech Cadets #6. And this is the biggest story the cadets have faced. And I did like that series. It started out weird. Like it was like, why did they do it? And then it got really good. And oh my goodness. Mama, how's it going? I haven't talked to you for a while. Let me know if you want to come on in. In fact, I'm gonna just drop you the freaking
Hey,
invite.
shout out to Lucy.
If you just want to stop by for a couple seconds, come on. You got the link in your Instagram. Just come on and say hi. Titan Comics as on FOC. I like the way they put this together. The Heat Seeker looks absolutely gorgeous. Still part of the Gun Hunting series. Still looks good. One of them kind of throws me off because it looks like Black Widow for a second. And then they're showing that they're still trying to get into the manga game with this one called Great Yokai War Guardians, issue #2. And then there's Star Wars Insider. That's the magazine that they put out.
Yep.
Um, it's called the Mandalorian Collection, and that is on FOC this week as well. Samya, which is done by Distillery Comics. They've got a whole bunch of new covers out there. Let's see, it's revealing a ton of Synthesis covers today. And White Boat #1, I guess it's going to be coming out soon. The first issue is fully returnable and sets sail on March 27th. So for Whitebot, they've got a cover A by Francesco Francavilla, cover B by Kelly Jones, a cover C by Raphael Albuquerque, cover D is by Kayla Valerio, cover E by Junko Mizuno, which is a 150. That was the one that she has her own little weird little toy line of these little cats and everything.
Yep.
And issue #1 of Distillery, it did have like a 1/100 cat that was in that thing, which I still like. In fact, I'm gonna keep an eye out for and keep sniping. But yeah, the covers are okay. Nothing like that those Somna covers though. Uh, da, da, da. Some covers, some of these covers have absolutely calmed down a little bit. I do like them, but some of them have just don't have that look. But there is a polybagged edition that's coming out for it. Gone is on FOC this week as well. Nothing interesting except for maybe the jaw cover. The jaw cover actually is tiny on this screen, but it actually looks pretty good. Going over to Marvel. Well, let me let me pull back. That's Penguin Random House. They're the ones that are printing out and distributing IDW, Dark Horse, and Marvel right now. Apparently, they announced a multi-year sales and distribution agreement with Wattapod Webtoon Book Group. So Wattapod and Webtoon, those are the guys that I've been telling people about. That if you
Ooh,
go, yeah, if you go online, there's a bunch of manga stuff out there for free. And the reason why manga is killing comics right now by volumes and sales is because what they do first is they put it online for free, and then if the people like it, then it goes to print, then it becomes a manga, then goes to live action. That's the way manga freaking works in the anime world. So and look, Marvel DC saw that's the way it worked and they liked it. That's why they actually have comics right there on Wattpad Webtoon. And you guys can go ahead and check it out if you guys want to. Some of them are actually pretty good. Some of them are like, yeah, this is just freaking silly, but people have been liking it. Mama Comics is saying, "Yep, man, webtoons are crazy. So many Korean dramas I watch are coming from webtoons and the manga. Oh my God, Lucy, there is this crazy Korean horror joint on Viki that you gotta watch. Remind me, remind me to look for it later, and I gotta get you the name of it. It is absolutely, it's a series. It is freaking great and crazy. Um, but yeah, so now PRH they're going to start distributing. So like I said, first it goes to what about webtoons once fans like it. Now what's going to happen is PRH is getting into the game and they are going to start printing that stuff that's coming off of Wattpad webtoons.
interesting.
Amazing, amazing. So Star Wars Thrawn Alliances. This is coming from PRH. They said that we have been notified of an isolated printer defect affecting some copies of Star Wars Thrawn Alliance number one and apologize for the inconvenience. At this time, all covers of Star Wars Thrawn Alliance number one have been made returnable for the month of March and can be reported within this affidavit returns window. The publisher will be issuing a reprint, and we recommend that you place a new order for your quantities as soon as possible. If you've already reported your defective copies, blah 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 blah. So, I ran into this with the 1 at 25 and some of the other ones, the cover, the promo alliances. Uh, so some of them were good. Thank God I was able to get those out the door. Um, but yeah, it was not acceptable what I got for the incentive variance. So I already got emails from several customers that are pissed off about the stuff being late. Let's see.
Would you ever have the books super damaged? Like, come on, man.
I mean, I got them damaged, and
Yeah, I'm talking about the
I just
people
need.
sending you the emails. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. So as far as
125
returnability,
stuff.
yeah. So as far as returnability, Somna number one. Once again, that's that Tulalote Naughty Girl stuff. They're saying that hey, if to the retailers like, hey, if you got copies and you haven't been able to get rid of them, send them back for whatever for returnability. So I don't know if I have any. I'm a definitely freaking check. Um, but yeah, so they're opening it up. So if you think there's a whole bunch of copies out there, they might that might be up because retailers might decide because look, it'd be one thing if it was just comics, but these are like full on like huge magazine like wide type freaking deals. So it's
Yeah.
hard to freaking find space for these freaking things. Netflix is now going to start streaming WWE in a $5 billion deal. I don't know. Are you a fan of WWE, Adam? And if you are, what do
I'm
you
a
think?
casual fan at best. You know, these days.
Mm.
I mean, now that it's on Netflix, maybe I'll catch it a little bit more, but just not enough time in the day anymore.
Exactly right. Like I feel, I guess it's like one of those things. Like if you were at the arena, you'll probably absolutely freaking love it. But if you're not, man, there's too much going on. But it is a multi-billion-dollar deal with a 10-year deal for exclusive rights to WWE's flagship
So it's
weekly.
10 years. All right, that's the part that was the part I didn't see yet.
Yeah, it's 10 years. It's a for the weekly wrestling show Raw. So that's going to be interesting, right? So if they now, because they just rose the price of freaking Netflix, so I think that'll make it freaking now that'll make it definitely freaking worth it. Even though I don't even watch I haven't since freaking the days of like you know Hulk Hogan and Ted DiBiase, the Million Dollar Man, and Snake Jake, and
Yeah, like I said, I
you know,
came in just a little bit after that when it was Stone Cold and DX and The Rock.
yeah. Now, so what's interesting about this is that this is all in the midst of Vince McMahon. He's had a bad week, man. There's
He's
all
had a horrible week, man.
yeah, all types of allegations and everything, and I mean, he's had a bad year, man. Oh,
He's had a
all
bad
of his
two.
stuff is
He's
coming
had,
out.
to be honest, he's had a couple like a bad 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. See, the company has recently focused on sports documentaries and other live sports, but adding Raw to its lineup makes Netflix more competitive with rivals like Peacock and National Football League and Amazon Prime and blah blah blah. Um, so yeah, that kind of changes like where it kind of sits, where Netflix kind of sits when it comes to like streaming services, because it was catching up to these other ones. Like, hey, we got movies too, and blah blah blah. But then Amazon Disney like, yeah, but we got excuse me, Amazon and Peacock are like, yeah, but we got live stuff, right? But now Netflix is well, they don't have live sports. They've got live entertainment, which is something which puts it in a different freaking league. So
Yeah, because
we'll see.
I also noticed with Netflix, like they were doing live stand-up specials at one point.
Yeah. What's also interesting is that Netflix, they just started doing an ad tier to it, right? So now, not only are you going to get more people who are going to be paying for Netflix in order to see Raw, but
They're doing just the way fucking Prime's starting to do it now.
yeah, well, yeah, but but they're going to get more money off of that, because you got the advertisers are going to go after Netflix because they're going, hey, we want to make sure that our stuff is on the Raw when you guys put it up. So they're going to get that money plus the fact that people are going to pay for Netflix to see Raw. That's crazy.
That's big pimping, man.
I'm gonna have to move some money around and give me freaking at least one freaking Netflix stock, because I think that's going to make it worth at least $1,000. I think that's going to make a jump. That's if they do it well and don't have to pay Vince McMahon's freaking bailout money. Let's see. I usually don't pull out these covers early, man, but I think this one needs it. There is a Black Widow Hawkeye art germ cover, man. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I'm not even sure who this is. Maybe it's Black Widow. I'm not even sure who this is, or maybe it's
What book is this?
it's a new book. Coming out. It's going to be called Black Widow Hawkeye #1,
All right.
and it's a brunette, and she's chilling, and she's in some type of costume that I've never seen before. It looks more like a Batgirl costume, but this is Marvel, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Yes,
Would you
kind
put
of.
this? Would you put this on the level of the Spider-Gwen ballerina costume, which is still one of my best-selling books in the last 2 years?
It is not. It is not on that level, but it is the best that we've got so far in 2024. So it's definitely going to go into the folder and everything.
All right.
Um, yeah, check it. Who the f is that? Like, no
What's
clue.
up, Chad Cave? Love that.
Um, yeah, it kind of looks like Huntress, but I have no idea who it is. So we'll see. And so it's got to be Black Widow. It's got to be Natasha because her earring says B, but
Yeah.
then the thing around her thing says W. Like around her cape says W, so I guess that's supposed to be Black Widow, but she dyed her hair black maybe.
All right.
And she's got the little the wristlets
Yep.
things. Yeah, she's
The,
so
the
yeah, it's gotta
little
be
bracelet
Natasha.
thingies.
hmm So we'll see if she dyed her hair.
All right.
Jackie was asking, is that Shush? I feel like they made a new character named Shush. No, so this is Marvel. Shush was from DC.
Yeah. A character I would like to see take off because the idea was good. The execution kind of blew.
This is my be aware of what's going on right now. So in DC, I forget which book it was. Janine Al Ghul is starting to pop up in some of these books. People are saying that she's going to be like this new big bad and everything. She's actually Batman's daughter. Um, her first appearance was in Batman Superman Authority Special Number 1 from 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a great character.
Yeah,
They just did a whole Action comic story where she was the big bad, and it was awesome.
yeah. She was a variant born on the Dark Multiverse, on a world designated as Earth's Al Ghul. So she's got some stuff happening where she's going to start showing up a little bit more, we think, but we'll see. DC is in a weird spot where they're doing what I think they should be, where they're trying to pay attention to readers, what they say and what they like. But the problem is that there's not enough people actually reading DC on a regular basis to make that call. So
I say I've been in the last like 3-4 years. I'm tuning into more DC stuff than I am anything else.
yeah. Next is people jokers. So there is a queer comic book parody that showed up at the Toronto Film Festival lineup. Um, it was distributed by a Los Angeles-based distributor, Altered Innocence, which acquired the film. It was supposed to open in theaters on April 5th.
Okay.
Directed by Vera Drew. The People Joker, which was slated to play in 2022 at TIFF. However, the filmmaker canceled the planned screenings after its Midnight Madness premiere, citing copyright issues with the material by WBD, which owns DC Comics. The film is a parody and is at present time completely unauthorized by DC Comics or anyone claiming ownership of the trademark. So that's out there somewhere. The People's Joker, a queer comic book parody. Here's the issue that I got with that. Okay, you want to shut this shit down, but you got all this stuff running through your freaking comics. Just freaking let it go. Maybe people will get more interested in your freaking comics because nobody's fucking reading it right now.
I don't see what I don't see if they're claiming it's a parody. I don't see what the big fucking deal is. When I've seen stuff at their that probably slipped through the cracks is probably worse than this shit.
Yeah. So the issue that I see was probably happening is like I was talking last week, where they are trying to get all these different types of characters, like Batman characters, like different. Hey, there's a Batman Red, there's a Batman Orange. Hey, there's a Batman that's gay. Blah blah blah.
Because of the public demand thing coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. So they're probably thinking the same thing with this whole Joker thing. Like, hey, we can't let this just be out there in the world, like a Joker that's gay, because if we decide to do a storyline where Joker's gay, then people are like, well, no, these guys did it freaking first. So that's probably the reason why.
Here's an idea: cut the guys a check, put them on your payroll, uh, and then buy the rights for them. You
Mhm.
know, at that point, they did it. That's what they did back in the '30s, bro.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. And this is the last news item. So there is another big auction that's coming. And you would think, oh, another Superman auction? Nah. Another Spider-Man auction or
Is this the
Superman or
Garfield auction?
Batman? No. This is Richie Rich.
Ooh, okay.
The last one that went out for $108,000.
Get
Richie
the
Rich,
fuck out of here, Richie Rich.
$108,000. Richie Rich. Yep. It was a book from the 1960s. That high had double
Had a
his
really
previous
awesome
high.
animated series in the '80s by Hanna-Barbera.
So apparently there's a bunch more coming up called Richie Rich's Jackpot #1, Richie Rich number 90, and the original #1 Rich Rich #1. Those are coming up for sale. If you guys are interested, so we should probably see a new high for Richie Rich.
Is that out of Heritage?
I'm not sure, but I believe
That sounds
so.
like I'm asking because that sounds like a Heritage. I got a
It
text
does.
from them the other day, asking me if I was interested in Jim Davis Garfield stuff.
Ah.
You
Oh.
know,
How much were they asking for?
I bid on one Heritage auction last year, and now I get texted them like every other week.
Jeez. Um, but yeah, so article was on. I've seen this article on the Market Watch and the Wall Street Journal. So they're starting to cover a lot more comic book stuff now.
Nice.
Probably after noticing that, hey, comic books starting to go for $3 million in some in certain spots. So and they almost got to. Okay, so that is the end of our news spot. Let us go ahead and push this trailer for this.
This is the hall for heroes, not you.
Always wanted to do this. Let's go.
All right.
Need guns.
Need toys. It's your lucky day. Yes, a primal thrill.
All right, that was
What?
Kill. Yeah, that was Suicide Squad kills the Justice League Multiversity freaking game. Sounds awesome, doesn't it?
That looked awesome.
So next thing we're gonna cover is some of the stuff that was trending. This is where I do a Terra Peak search off of eBay to see what types of books are getting numbers and good money. All right, so as of today, Incredible Hulk #8, that's got the cover with Hulk and Ghost Rider on there. The Wolverine 42, which is not out yet, is coming out soon. That's the storyline where Sabretooth is trying to hunt Wolverine down to kill his ass because it's his birthday. And let me tell you, I've been telling people for a while, number 41 was absolutely fantastic. I'm kind of weirded out that Ultimate Spider-Verse #1 is doing well, but this didn't do well as well. Look, it was just fantastic, and you had first appearances in Wolverine 41 as well. So, Batman Off-World #3, that one's coming out this week. Titans Best World #6, it's by Ivan Reese, that's coming out this week. Carnage number 3, that's currently out. And Spider-Boy number 3, that's coming out later. And then a Batman, Superman, World's Finest 2024, annual number 4. And something that's surprised getting the numbers is Spine Tingling Spider-Man. It's a weird, it's got like a weird 3D type thing, but I don't know how to describe it. And then also Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, the second print, SB Silva Hickman. That one's supposed to be coming out in February as well. That's one's got pretty good numbers as well. Now that stuff was for stuff that had the pre-sale stuff on it. This is for stuff that's just all around for comics. Darker Image number 1, and that one was the Max hair. Well, Max.
Yeah, it's not his first appearance.
And I think I told everybody about this week and the several options that you have last week. Now here's where it gets a little sticky. I know on the top 10 they were reporting that people were going after a particular Taylor Swift book, but the tidal wave. Yeah, tidal wave, female force, Taylor Swift. There's one that just came out today, and I dropped the link for in my Instagram for people who want to see it. If you guys wouldn't buy it, I don't know how many were left. There was like 88 out of 100. The last time I looked, there was like 8 left.
Taylor Swift has a license to print fucking money at this point.
She does, as long as she doesn't fuck it up, right?
Yeah, I don't think she will, man. I honestly don't think she will at this point.
She better not.
She's got to be like doing lines of coke off a pony, taking it up the butt, and down the throat at the same time.
That is, hey, please do not slander Taylor Swift. We do not.
I didn't slander her. I said she's got to be doing stuff to make Kim Kardashian look like a non to order the fuck up that bad, bro.
I do not need any Swifties coming after our asses right now.
All the Swifties can come after me. I ain't find out. I'm not hard to find.
You are.
I need some bronies and some Swifties to hang out with.
Here we go. I want to also welcome to the show, to the stage, Spidey Hunter, number 12. What's going on, brother?
What's good, baby? What's good? Adam, what's up?
No, not much.
Chilling, man. Just talking about your favorite singer, Taylor Swift, man.
Nah, that's you. You a Swiftie on the low.
I'm Swiftie up on high, man. Anytime you can make $1 billion just freaking on the road chilling, you know. She
got it.
Yeah, she got it like that. Let's see. More than 10 available. 33 sold. So out of 100, 33 have been sold. So there's about 77 left of this particular one. But yeah, it's been moving.
What's different about this one out of all the other fucking ones in this book?
So this one it's got her dressed as as Dazzler. And it's the reason why this one is different is because it's an action figure variant.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, so it's currently selling for $30.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, and the reason why this is also different is because it's got her Taylor Swift dressed as dressed as Dazzler, and it's also got a head of Wolverine and the guy that plays freaking Deadpool. I forget what his name is.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds?
Yes. So that is what it's
That's
different.
awesome. That sounds awesome, man. I have to piss away $30 later.
It's amazing how people really be buying stuff with this girl on it, and she has like nothing to do with comics at all.
Let me ask you guys this: do you think that she's definitely going to cameo in Deadpool 3, or is just this a work?
I'm sorry, say again, Adam. What was the question?
You think she's actually going to play Dazzler in Deadpool 3, or is just the work?
If Marvel had, or excuse me, is it Sony? No, it's not Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Well, I mean, it's Marvel, but what Deadpool isn't.
It's
But
Marvel / Disney proper.
Put like this, I think Ryan Reynolds is smart enough to realize, like, all right, people are associating this girl with the character. They all friends in real life. You know, we saw them at that football game and stuff. They all cool with each other. If she is in the movie, I think it'll just be like a spoof on some old, like, hey, you know, I can picture Deadpool looking at the camera and he goes, "You guys thought she was going to be in it longer, didn't you?" You know, something to that effect.
Yeah. I can see them. I can see them working us.
Yeah, 100%, Adam. I can see it just being a ploy, just to, you know, make hype for the movie. Because Ryan Reynolds is smart with the marketing. I give it to him. His personal marketing is incredible.
I can see her doing a song in character,
Yes.
just so they can have Taylor Swift on the Deadpool 3 soundtrack.
You're right, Adam. Yep, I didn't even think about her performing. She definitely could be in on a performance level too, just to help hype the movie.
Yeah, like I said, just what's the best way to sell a Deadpool 3 soundtrack? Have the hottest pop star do one song.
Yep.
One character is Dazzler, and boom. You can make that the fucking the mid credit thing at the end, and just be Deadpool going, "You thought she was gonna be in the movie, didn't you? You stupid fucks."
I can definitely see it going that way.
they got one shot at this. One shot. They better make it good, man. You know. Sequential Week says if they cared, then there would begin to be comics developed and sold in places that Swift fans hang, but the big two will never do anything to broaden their demo. They just pump hype and variants. Dre Barnhouse says, "Hey, they're making money, got everybody bamboozled." Let's see.
But if you can turn some of these Swifties into comic book fans, then boom.
Sir Christopher the Great says, "I'm well aware, bro. It was just somebody's claiming that she wasn't going to be a part of the film at all, and I just couldn't imagine them having her depicted as Dazzler on all these books."
Well, for the comics, I really think it's just a gimmick just to sell books. Like, I get that. But as far as her being in the movie and stuff, like we said, I think it'll just be a quick little couple minute something, if anything. He has to make fun of it. I feel he has to make fun of it. He's very aware. Ryan Reynolds is very pop culture savvy. You know what I mean? His
wife, Keller, are best friends, which helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Blake Lively is hot as hell. I may be blind, but I'm not that fucking blind. I would drink Blake Lively's bathwater.
So that was number 2. Is that female force Taylor Swift? Coming in number 3, a bunch of Ultimate Spider-Man number 1s to include Carrie Andrew exclusive Ghost Machine by Image Comics. Interesting enough, I was in a Zoom meeting with Todd McFarlane the other day, and he talks briefly about Ghost Machine, but he wasn't able to elaborate on any of that stuff, like how far he wanted to take it. Ultimate Invasion number 1, a second print, and then Transformers number 4, cover B was doing actually pretty well. All right, here's stuff that just came out this past week. That some of the stuff people really just aren't tracking because everybody's just looking at the same shit. Archie, Jumbo Comics Digest, Archie number 347 had a first appearance of a superhero. His name was Heartbreaker.
I'm surprised this took off.
It didn't take off. See, that's the thing it's low in supply, but I haven't seen anybody put it on their freaking list, even though it has, it does have sales, especially at the distributor retailer level. So this is one to keep an eye out for. People are tracking this one. Amazon Attacks number 4. This is cover C by Vasquez Georgiev.
Yeah, that show was popular.
Detective Comics 1081, cover A, Even Kegel. Everybody's tracking Ghost Machine, but there's several covers for this one.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. They just wore their own asses out. But you know what? It is a good story. Well, it is.
Pause.
It is. Yeah, it's good, great concept so far. So I think they'll be all right. Trying to find my freaking mouse. Transformers number
Real
one.
quick, Lucas, before you move on, what is
Yep.
the? I understand.
I'm sorry. Say again now.
No, I was gonna say, what is the hype with this Ghost Machine besides it tying into the? I was saying, what's the hype with the Ghost Machine besides it tying into the Geiger universe? Like, is it just that? Is it just him expanding the universe, or
It's about these. So the story is, it's like these kids. They're just out there fucking around the planet, and then one day, they all get freaking transported to this other dimension. But when they're transported to this other dimension, they become these freaking other characters. Time is different, physics is different, um, and some of these guys are going to just straight up turn into straight up killers and everything. So they're still developing from
okay?
what I saw like a month ago. But as you can see, like even the cover art is absolutely freaking fantastic. The insider art is absolutely
Good.
gory, fantastic. So I think it's going to have some pull for at least 3 issues. But then after that, then it's going to freaking go crazy. They can't keep it up. There's no way. But if there was one that I would say that Image has from 2024 that could probably be option, this one and Feral are probably going to make it.
Okay.
Yep, Transformers number 1, fourth print by Clayton Henry. Spider-Man Volume 8, number 3, cover C by Emilio Lysov variant. Um, I don't know why people picked this particular variant.
It's the 1 in
Other than
25.
is it is it the
Yeah,
125?
yeah. I ordered it. That's the only reason I bought it.
Okay. Um, here's the deal. So there's a big reveal in there, and I'll go ahead and freaking spoil it. Is that
Hmm.
her son Jerry has been lost. So there was the whole Spider Verse thing where they were trying to get back. That everybody in their spiders finally got back. But when she got back to this universe, her son Jerry Drew was like gone. There was like no evidence that he even existed. Um, so she's been looking for him for like the last few issues and everything. Bro, tell me why this motherfucker shows up, but now he's actually the Green Mamba, who had his first appearance in Spider Woman number 1, right?
Yep.
But he, of course, you didn't see his face, but in this one, you do see his face, so you can make determination of what you want to say is the first appearance. That's up to y'all. Um, yeah, I'm surprised that Spider Woman has been good. So yeah, I mean, it, here's the deal: is that it's thrown in amongst all this gang war stuff, and I was not feeling the gang war, but they slowly been turning it up and making it okay and everything. But some of the stuff it's just
Gang War's been very hit or miss for me. Like the Miles parts of the Gang War I thought were amazing. The Daredevil one shot I thought was pretty cool. I did not read this yet. The Amazing Spider-Man parts of the book kind of sucked.
A little bit. I mean, they were action. I give it to you. He really ain't been in the gang war too much though.
Mama Comics says that she has an absolute problem with this cover, and I can see why. It's a little upside down, freaking weird, weird statue. Like we don't need to see all your parts, honey. That's better. Just like, why are you upside down for what? No, how are you upside down? I don't even see like the little like spider spindle like coming down to help you.
She's a
What's
spider
going on?
character. They defy laws of physics. They just be doing all kinds of shit.
I'll pay an OnlyFans model lots of money that they can actually pull that position off in real life.
And then, and then mom was saying she has a problems with the fact that she her boobs and her street butt. So
Oh
hey, if
yes,
you were upside down like that,
I get it. Get it. The titty should be more towards the chin.
Yeah.
the practicality of that. Yeah, yeah. She should be upside down because if you're upside down, you're gonna hit yourself and give yourself two black eyes. Okay, I got you. I feel you. He said, "How could boobs stay like that low when you go upside down? Maybe she's got that like super bra. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Super athletic bra. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, she
super
got the
tied
superhero
to the
sports bra.
yeah. Or maybe she doesn't actually have anything, but it's just a contour of the costume. I've seen that before. Where there's this one actress that I know of, and she had an operation because back was hurting and killing her. So now she has these special things, this special suits, special shirts and sweaters and everything that has a contour built into it, and and you would never know the difference.
Lucas talking about a faja. That's what they wear after they get a BBL.
Interesting.
Yeah, they are way low. Yep, like enter her stomach type low. Yep. And then also this one sold out. I knew it. I could see it coming up. Dracula, the Jenny Frison cover. I have still not been able to read it. There's been too many freaking books come out, but this one is doing well. Then this X-Force joint. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. I still haven't read it. I gotta read it before 5 o'clock because I got another review coming up. But it's sold out, man.
That book
Then
sold out because of the ugly cover. People bought it like as a joke. I'm serious. I'm
yeah,
serious. When I went to the shop
like,
on Tuesday,
uh,
the woman was putting out the stack, right? It was me and a couple other guys and whatnot, guys that like work nights and stuff. We go there right before they close. Yo, they were literally buying copies, and I asked one of them, I was like, yo, why you buying that? You reading it? He said, yo, this cover's too ugly not to buy. He said, watch in a few, everybody's gonna be like, look at this cover. I picked it up and then I put it back down. I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm good.
but yeah, it's sold out, man. So then there's the Revenants, Escape from New York, Con Santa Fung PX edition. Sold out. I have no idea what this book is about. It's by comic book guy. And then Resurrection of Magneto, the Stefano Caselli cover A. That one sold out. And let me tell you, man, freaking the storm looks really good on this one. I just don't know how I feel about Magneto in the background, but it is his book, but I don't know, kind of throws it off. And then this one I could definitely see. This one is a
Beautiful.
John Tyler Christopher negative variant. That one sold out. See that. Mundus Tenebras. I don't know what type of devil worshiping type of shit is going on here, but it looks all right. I can see it as a T-shirt. Then Battle Action number 5, written by Garth Ennis. Black Hops, Cayman American one shot. Yeah. Dan the Ball, number 12, cover ye. This one is an unlockable by Florentino. Just not sure about the hammer. The way she's holding the hammer kind of throws me off, though. Not sure what the fuck is going on with that.
Supposed to be turned the other way.
Blood Moon Comics actually had some pretty good things happening for them this week. I think all of their shit kind of sold out. This one is called Eddie, number 1. This one was a cover A by Greg Warch. And of course, everybody's tracking the Star Wars Thrawn Alliances promo #1. Don't forget that there were some issues with the printer. Now, what'll be interesting is what'll happen because PRH said, "Hey, retailers can return them." So it'll be interesting to see like what happens if the retailers return them and then they get it back. Like, are we going to see more of these out there on the market? Because I was selling quite a few of these this past week.
These were sold out at a few shops.
Garbage Pail Kids #1. I forget not #1, but this foil joint sold for $90. It went sold out. Crash Down #1 has several covers. They're doing really well. Gargoyles Dark Age #5. This one's just a beautiful cover. Cover K by Kenny Danino. I think this one was like a 1 in 15 or a 1 in 20. And then Red Sonja #7, cover K, is Virgin. Just absolutely freaking amazing. Good stuff. Just her just getting done with the battle, just standing over her bodies, looking at you. What the fuck you want? Do you want some of this? Come get it.
That cover's by Barons, right? Bjorn.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the Star Wars Alliances 1/100. I forget who the artist. Oh, Taryn Clark. Absolutely, Taryn Clark. All right, before we get into FFC, I am out of drinky drinks, so we're gonna take a 40-second break.
All right. It's where I get the rock out there. Let's all go to the lobby, isn't it?
If you want to, I can pull that up. That way, I can go ahead, get yourself another drink, whatever. So, I'll be back in a little bit of few.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
5/100.
5/100. What the fuck is 5/100, Adam? All right, here are some of the books that are on FOC. Don't forget that the Lunar books, they are due on Sunday the 28th, and then everything else you could probably sneak in on that following Monday. But definitely get your orders into your retailer. All right, so we're going to go very quickly through some of these. And since I'm looking at Critical Role Mighty 9 Origins Burgard, this one is a hardcover freaking book. The reason, and you go, why, Lucas, what the fuck, why do I care about this? Well, don't forget, Critical Role is a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and it actually has a show, well, it had a show on Amazon, so people are still pushing this Dungeons and Dragons thing. They're still looking to do a part 2 to the movie, and they're looking to do a VR version of it, engage people's interest in more stuff like that. So, look it up. Top Secret by Dark Horse. There's a trade paperback for that one.
Oh, cool.
For Star Wars Throne issue #2, man, freaking, here we go. I kind of like this one. I'm not sure what's going on because you got Thrawn on the inside and you got freaking Darth Vader on the inside. Not sure what, well, it looks like he's out in fucking space or some shit. Not sure.
Nah, it's just like a reflection because this is when he worked with Like the first part is when he worked with Anakin, when Anakin was a general, and he was a general for the Chist army. Then fast forward years later, Anakin becomes Darth Vader. He's one of the few people that knew Darth Vader was Anakin because he fought with him before, like during the Clone Wars and stuff. So he was able to recognize his fight style, his thinking process. Like Thrawn knew it was him. So I think that's what the cover's alluding to. You know, them working together later on when he became Darth Vader.
Interesting.
So I think that one, yep, that was cover A. This one is the 1 in 25 by Lionel Yu. And this one is the Black History Month by Lashley.
Show the best cover though. Yeah.
One is your your Raza. It is an open order, believe it or not.
The Raza should have been the 1 in 25.
That's open order.
Yeah, the Raza should have been the 125. If Mel was here, Mel would be like the Raza should be the 1 in 25.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna end up doing is getting 25 of these, and
To qualify.
yeah, to qualify. And I know I'm gonna be able to sell at least some of these for easily.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit! I buy some of you.
Yeah.
I guess all those Razas on the street on Times Square, man.
Avengers Twilight #1. This one is the second print. And you know what? I like it. I kind of like it, man. It's got its own little style, art style. It's the dialogue is actually feels like they actually know how people freaking talk and everything. So I like this.
Guts was good too.
Like average Twilight, so yeah. So
that was a good story. Avengers Twilight.
Yeah. So this one is by Daniel Acuna. This Kamala Khan cover is actually pretty good as well. Looks like she's definitely freaking older. And then this one, what the fuck is this?
Phil Noto.
Must be a Phil Noto, yeah. Got me out here bugging, like, what? And then this one's obviously a Torrin Clark. And what's interesting is that in this one, I'm looking at Kamala Khan in the back, and she definitely looks more Middle Eastern than in any other joint that I've actually seen. Instead of just coloring her brown. Who's this? Peter Miller? The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh no, this is Sarah Pacelli.
Yeah, 1 in 200 lightning bolt variant.
That's crazy.
Yep, Sarah Pacelli. Jeez.
Every issue is gonna have a 1 in 200.
Why?
I have no clue. Let's see.
Because they want you to buy it.
Yeah. Let's see. Off the shores of New York sits the raft, a government facility full of secrets and danger. Can America infiltrate it before the new Iron Man gives him the same gruesome fate as Tony Stark? So I mean, that's the thing you got to wait, because the first one, it did have a first appearance, right?
Yep.
And I forget which one was the hot one. Was it the cover A or was it the cover B or C? Whatever one it was, the one with where he was definitely on a freaking cover and shit, right? So you gotta take a chance. Maybe this one has something in it as well that makes it warrant a 1 to 200. The thing is, I don't have. Do I have
this whole series? I think is gonna surprise people, and because it came out at the same time as Spider-Man, it's getting overlooked. But I believe some of the copies are starting to, see a price, a low price hike on the secondary market. You could tell me if I'm wrong, Lucas, but I believe a lot of the issues are sold out at the distributor, so people are starting to read the story.
Yeah, well, definitely the incentives, they're just freaking gone. Yeah, and a lot of the ones that you definitely want, yeah, they're freaking gone. And these motherfuckers. Yep, they they said, hey, you guys got previews in your freaking box, and these shits ain't even opening. So flying by faith.
That looks nice.
This one is. Oh yeah, so that Phil Noto one, that was 1 of 25. And that Torn Clark was a 1 of 100. And I don't know what this is. Oh wait, no, that's not it. That's interesting.
That's
Oh,
a regular
it's a Daniel Acuna open order.
open order.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people online already were saying they're trying to build the set of his covers. Him and Ross are doing the cover for everyone.
That's your Torrin Clark, Serpicelli, Sabretooth War Wolverine variant, man. Great freaking story, great freaking art so far. And
I like it.
Yeah, it's another one that's just kind of flying under the.
That may be a long term, down the road. I think it's getting overshadowed by other things right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold up. I just came across something that I don't believe I got. I don't believe I got this one. Nope, I don't have this one. So I'm going to pull this one out first. This one is White Widow number 4 Rose Beige.
The Rose Best joint. It got a virgin too, you know.
It's only a 1 of 50. It's only a 1 of 50.
No, there's a virgin too.
Yeah.
Whoopee!
Yes.
It's a virgin.
Usually it's a 1 of 100, but they only did a 1 of 50 on this one.
I never thought I'd say these words, but I'm sick of virgins.
At $3.99. That's not bad. That's not going to be bad. I'm going to have to get that one. So yep, there's your Wolverine. There's this one is. Let's see which one.
The 1 in 25.
Yep, by Shelby. The clown Shelby. And then there's your 1 in 100. Man, that Salvador LaRocca looks pretty good. Power Pack. They keep trying to make these guys a thing, man. What do we think? What do we think, dude? Are they gonna try and put these guys in the MCU, or are they just fucking with us? Because this is the second time within like 3 or 4 years that these guys keep coming up.
I don't know if they'll put them in MCU. But Marvel just likes to throw these guys out every so often to remind us that they're there.
I think it's a use it or lose it type situation with the license.
Yep.
So this one is, or this one's your cover A, and then there's a Betsy Cola variant. Madam Mask on the cover of the Amazing Spider-Man Gang War, a John Romita Jr. big special. Good to see her. I think she should have been in the Black Widow movie. Vice is just fumbling around with Taskmaster as a female. Like, just make a Madam Mask. What the fuck?
Yeah, just make her appear. Like, introduce her. She don't got to be the major. Just let us know that she's there doing some shit in the underworld.
Yeah, because Ivan I have been telling. I was like, man, there's a plan to do something with because I all of a sudden Taskmaster had been showing up and Madam Mask was showing up. I was like, man, both of these characters are going to show up. Nope, they just decided just to make it one fucking character. Oh man, y'all motherfuckers bugging.
Like I said, that Taskmaster was fucking horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, but there's going to be a 1 in 100 of this. And then there is a Peter Parker, Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker with different variants of Spider-Man and all types of crazy shit happening on there. Here's your 97 variant by Carlos Gomez. Here's your Black History variant.
My man, Rocket Racer.
I'm glad you knew who the fuck that guy was because I had no clue.
That's Rocket Racer, man. He's old school Spidey, kid.
Oh my, that's awesome. They're using Rocket Racer on something.
Right? Like, that was fire when I seen it. I was like, oh, I ain't seen that character in a long time.
One of the lamest Spider-Man characters of all time is getting love. That's sweet as hell.
Like, he even made it to the animated show.
That he did.
At least he doesn't have like lightning powers like every other black hero does.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tatum Gayadu, right? Invincible Iron Man. Man,
I like that
good
cover.
on this one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's your cover A. This one is your 1 in 25 by DK Ruan. That's your Phil Noto Marvel 97. Miles Morales. Looking all torn up on that one. Should cover A. This is your Mateus Manihini. No, excuse me, that's not that's your 1 in 25 Ario Anandito. That one is your Mateus Manihini. Man, that looks really good though.
Yeah, that cover is beautiful. Not just because it's a Spider character, but the artwork is dope.
Just putting the boot in his ass.
Yes.
Immortal Thor, man. Is anybody?
I have a question. Is that Battle Cat from He-Man?
Looks like it, right?
No, seriously, because I know Thor is like mythical and shit, so I didn't know if Battle Cat like actually existed. So as soon as I seen that cover, I was like, oh shit, they got Battle Cat.
So no, see, young Thor faced with the tricks of Utgard Loki. So is that Loki? No.
Oh, okay. Could be.
The teller was the Skull of Realms. Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure who. No, because Loki is down here. He's actually at the bottom of all this shit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know who that is. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so that's the cover A.
Like that.
That's your 1 in 25 by Mahmoud Azrar. That's your 97 by Baldin. That's your Rod Reese. Better A Bill. He's another character, man, that I think they're still trying to do it. They're still trying to figure out where to put him in there.
It's a matter of when at this point with Beta Red Bill.
Sir Christopher the Great is asking me why didn't we mention Wolverine 42 1 in 25?
Because we ain't get to the Wednesday releases yet. We're in the FOC section. He talking about the book that's coming out this Wednesday.
Carnage. Man, it's just that's the way Carnage is supposed to fucking look.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking skinny,
scary.
freaking, yeah, skinny, scary. It looks like he's fucking ready to fucking eat you and murder you at any minute. You know, I like that Carnage. This Carnage with the 6-pack, nah, man, that's not my Carnage. I don't know what this is, but it looks dope. You need to help us out a little bit, man. If we can put the names and shit on here. Oh, so this
Yeah,
one
no,
is
that's
it's Chris Allen, the Stormbreaker variant.
the Stormbreaker variants. So on this FOC are a lot of different Spider-Verse characters.
Just like a steampunk joint.
Yeah, but the upcoming ones you'll see a few of them are Spider-Verse characters.
Punisher. Apparently, they've got a character called Jigsaw.
First appearance?
I don't think so. I
No,
feel
no.
like there's.
Is it the main Jigsaw, Billy Russo, or is this a new Jigsaw?
Nah, this is a new Punisher, Adam. So I'm thinking he's making his own new Jigsaw.
All right, that's why I was asking because I'm an issue behind.
I'm assuming I haven't read it or anything like that. But
I read the first 2 issues, which I better than I thought they were going to be. To the point where my interest is up to see if they're going to get him salary.
Then they're probably going to be a character that's already existed in the story and he becomes Jigsaw, or we see him as Jigsaw for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, read it. Let us know.
Hopefully, if they're smart, they'll try to give him enough distance away from Frank to keep it fresh.
Yeah. So Christopher's saying new Jigsaw.
There you go.
All right,
Yep. This one is your 125 by Scan. This one is your 1997 by Dan Jurgens. Aliens. And I'm tired of looking at these Aliens book. I wish they would actually do something with the motherfuckers, man. Just come on with it. Do something with these fucking titles you got. Let's see, where is Aliens? Is Aliens even in there? It looks like they actually took Aliens out, so this might be black, white, and red. The black, white, and red and blood. So yeah, this might be a mistake that they put it in there. Yeah. Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance, is that in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we're looking at right now is the cover. Yep, cover A. And now, let me tell you, man, I really like this cover as well. Looks like a really good freaking cover.
Wait till you see the Manini cover.
So this one is by Juan Ferreira. And it says, "Who is the new spirit of vengeance?" So I guess there's going to be a new Ghost Rider. It's your Greg Capullo. That's your 1/100 Capullo. Oh no, is that the
Nah, that's Mateus Manini joint.
Yeah, that's the Manahini.
That's beautiful.
1/25.
The Capullo's good too. Ghost Rider got some good covers.
That is your Ben Sue foil.
Foil.
Yeah, Ben Sue foil. It's $5.50. $5.50. Man. They all look good, man. That's your Chad Harden. Man, look at this. Mark Zahara. All right, resurrection. Excuse me, resurrection of Magneto. And there's your 1 in 25 by Phil Jimenez. (1997) variant. Then there's your Stormbreakers by Elena Casagrande. See, now they got me fucked up because now we got to freaking buy these fucking Stormbreaker champion joints because I don't want to miss out like that old girl. Remember from New Champions? Now she's going to be in the fucking book.
The Peach Momoko one for X-Men 2029, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm. White Widow. Oh, so I did have White Widow in there. Number 4. Yep, there's the Rose Beige. Dead X-Men. The fuck? Yeah, Dead X-Men number 2. Oh, there's your Taylor Swift as freaking Dazzler. 1 in 25, Carmen Canero.
Yeah, okay.
So here's where it gets interesting. In this one, it says the dead X-Men leap across time and space in the last-ditch effort to prevent a catastrophe, but they're not the only ones breaking through the fabric of reality. As Steve's 5 mutants go to places no one has gone before, a cloaked figure stalks them from one of the shadows. Nothing will survive if she reaches her goal. So this could be the perfect spot for them to say, "Hey, by the way, it's fucking Taylor Swift, bitches," and then fucking peace out on this one. Am I saying buy that? No, I'm just saying that's when you talk about breaking the fabric of reality.
Interesting.
That X-Men number 2, number 1997. There's your Cable cover. Looks like he's fighting Superman for some fucking reason. Where's that? Not sure what the fuck is going on. It says Cable and his younger counterpart are racing to stop the rise of the neocracy before it can neocracy before it can take root and exterminate all life on Earth as they know it. But when their investigations send them crashing into the gray gargoyle, Cable and young Nate will have to battle for the lives of. The gray gargoyle. Well, you didn't look like that in the last Cable number 1.
That's Greg Gargo? Wow.
Yeah. He didn't look like that. He looks like fucking Superman.
Artistic liberties.
Yep. Here's your 1 in 25, George Perez. Sir Christmas says he needs 3 of those Dazzlers. Yeah, that motherfucker does look like Spider-Man, Superman. Ooh. The Tim Hildebrand open order.
Interesting.
The 1 in 50.
His pouches got pouches. The bullets got bullets, and the gun's just big for no fucking reason.
Why don't I get a thing like that with all those pouches on it? That looks fucking. Oh, that would be awesome.
And there's your Cable 97. Let's see. And the Tim Hildebrand has a 1 in 50 on that one. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 3.
Goddamn things.
Yeah, facsimile variants. Nick Bradshaw.
That's a 1 in 25, that Bradshaw.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just another facsimile second print.
No, it's a second print.
Giant size Fantastic Four.
That's the 1 in 25, but that previous cover, that's a new character on there, Lucas. Yeah.
Imperious Rex. Now here's where it gets interesting. Is that there was an Imperious Rex character in Rick and Morty that looked exactly like this fucking dude. That was the only dude that could ever defeat Rick.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
His name is not Imperious Rex.
What's his fucking name?
That's Mr. Nimble. Mr. Nimbus, you know, the water guy. Mr.
Yeah.
You know, the you know, the flamboyant Namor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that wasn't his name wasn't this.
Let's see. Namor is in prison, serving out his sentence as the disgraced king of Atlantis. So a new yet ancient threat arises from the sea. Who better sleep into the fray than Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four? I don't know other sea people. I don't know what the fuck. Why? All right, I'll do what the fuck I gotta do. And then this one is a 1 in. It's a 1 in
The 1 in
50.
50?
Jesus.
Yeah, 1 in 50.
1 in 50 by Torrin Clark. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all the giant sizes been having 1 in 50s, and they've been having this Deadly Foes variant cover. Spider-Man had it, and somebody else had it too. I forgot.
Yeah, but they just last year they had a whole Fantastic Four joint where they had like every single fucking villain.
Oh, is that the
I
700?
got that book. Yeah, the front and the
It's a
back, the
700.
little small, the little like the digit looking faces. I mean, digital looking faces.
Yeah. And every motherfucker on there. So what the fuck is this supposed to be? This actually looks okay. Ron Lim. And Marvel, Women of Marvel.
All right, hold up. Let me just say something real quick. For the Spider people, there's gonna be a first appearance. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few first appearances in here, but the Madam Web chick is in this, and they gave a little preview of it, and it shows that she goes and sees other, you know, dimensions and stuff. So more than likely, I'm assuming there's gonna be some new characters, and no one orders these books at all. So I'd say
So they're gonna hire out Madam Web in time for the movie.
I think so, and just the way the comics are going in general.
Yeah. So this is your cover A by Carmen Carnero. This is your Bazadua with Echo on there. This is your Elena Cascarande. And there's your Orzu.
Yeah, I'll be back momentarily.
Okay. Orioles, Dark Horse, Toxic Commando. Chatula Lotte, Helen of Windhorn. Othin the Vanquish, Tom King. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures number 11. Pretty good cover for a Godzilla Best of Destroyer one shot.
That's the best of series.
Gogotha Motor Mountain. Looks like some the eyes have hills type shit going on here.
Even the hills have eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes have hills.
Astro City Metro book number 5. Man, I would have loved to have it for the mini con I'm going to tomorrow. Batman the Joker number 144. All right, let me take a quick. Let me make sure I can switch over and make sure I can. I hate the fact that Lunar and PRH and all these other joints are on freaking different pages now, man. Fucking, all this shit should be just a one fucking page.
That would be make too much logical sense.
Okay. So the one I got up right now is Batman 144. This one is cover C by Raza. Here's your cover D by Mateo Escalera. And then there's your cover E by Alan Qua.
Okay.
So basically, it looks like Batman. He's inside of Arkham Asylum. He got the cops investigating what the fuck is going on. He just got some dude that just got choked out on the fucking floor. It's pretty good because you got like all these different villains, but you got them in different death perspectives here.
Yeah, but it's Alan Carter. He can't draw a cover with just one person. He always got to put a lot of people in it.
Hey, what is this? Is this is regular open order? Yeah, it's open order. Okay. It's your trade paperback for Riddle Me This, Detective Comics. There's your Batman Superman World's Finest number 24, Dan Mora.
Batman holding Superman back is a lie.
Yeah.
You saw that shit?
Got Superman looking old as shit on this one. Cover B, Dave Wilkins cardstock. Here's your who the fuck? Oh, 1-25 by Mahmoud Asrar.
Is this a multiverse? The World Finest story? Is that like a different Earth?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this is your 1-50 Sweeney Boo. Brave and the Bold, Simone DeMille. Looking good for Batman Brave and the Bold, number 10, cover B, Francesco Mattina, open order.
Shit, like fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
The thing is that this one is $7.99.
God damn, Batman fucking tapping your pockets.
Yeah.
Batman's supposed to be fighting crime, not committing it.
They just like
he committing petty theft on a weekly basis. Batman is committing petty theft.
I swear on God, man. Them seconds they be like, yo, how much we lose from that last fucked up movie? We lost $1 billion. You know what?
$8 a pop.
Run them motherfucking pockets on them damn comic books. Run it right now. 2024, run it.
Yo, Lucas, they outside the comic book store doing a demo. Yo, what you got on my comic book, homie? What you got on my comic book? I ain't got nothing. Yeah, you got something.
You got $8. You didn't come see our movies, so you must got something. You know? Shit. Oh. Fucking Christian Ward. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. It's fucking boring as fuck. 1-25 by Kelly Jones.
I like that. It's creepy. And it's doing that old school thing that they used to do with the bricks, like in the shadows. Like you can still see the line. I don't see new artists do that. That's something they used to do like a lot back in the day.
Now, Black Demon Tales.
This from the movie?
So yeah, well, the movie was definitely based on the comic book. People miss out.
It was a comic book first.
Yeah, it was a comic book first. So people
I didn't know that.
And now they're doing it a regular thing. They're doing a regular series. They're trying to do more movies off of this, but they gotta get the revenue for somewhere, right? So they're do it through the comic books. Tenement number 9, Origins. Some damn good comic covers there, and then here we go with Yeah, they trying to bring back Catwoman. They were like, "Hey, what did we fuck up between 23? We probably didn't do enough Catwoman covers." They understood it. They didn't do enough Catwoman
They did a
covers.
lot of coverage for her last year. Shit.
They did a lot for her last year, but you know what? They didn't do enough because I know for a fact they understood that their money for all the shit they try to do with the storylines and everything, the money was in
No,
Catwoman
the
and Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
no,
That was
Lucas. The thing is, they messed up. Is like the reason why Nakayama doing these covers now, open order, is because he was doing all them fucking store variants for Unknown and the Canada version of Unknown. I forget the name of the store, Comic Traders. But either way,
Comic
Nakayama,
music.
Nakayama was doing covers for DC for the last like 2-3 years, but they were all those fucking store variants. Now he's doing open orders, so he's I guess the covers are appealing to people. But even last year, remember we had those couple of Catwoman 1 in 25s that sold out, that went up in price crazy and stuff.
Oh, the suck up Mike joints.
Yeah, that one. That was 23.
Yep.
let's see.
Catwoman always be getting OD covers.
Yeah. And
It's
this one
just they
here,
stopped
David,
they stopped
tell me.
using the same
Catwoman
format.
is a good way to be specking out titties, man.
Yeah. So here because you see in the background they've got the person that's giving the injection is actually Amanda Waller. Why hasn't her book taken off yet?
Who, Amanda Waller?
Yeah, she's been in all the fucking movies.
No one gives a shit about her because no one gives a shit about DC.
I think it's more of a rejection of her as a black woman, man. I think that's more of it because
I mean,
I
I
agree with that. Nobody gives a shit about fucking DC right now, speculating on
you know
DC.
I get what you're saying, but as an actress too, she doesn't have she's not pulling a crowd. Her crowd is not coming to see that type of movie. You know what I'm saying? She's more of like she's like a fucking real actress and stuff. So it's like seeing
Yeah.
her
So
in this
that's
position.
yeah, you're right. They should have. So, for instance, in Pacemaker, right? We should have seen absolutely more of her doing her own thing, or from Pacemaker, spin off of fucking Pacemaker, and let's see more of her doing her own thing, right? Because when she's in the Suicide Squad, Pacemaker, all this other shit, I want to see more of her doing her own little thing. And you
No,
can't.
it's just like when they show her, they need to actually give her a personality instead of her just. They gave her no personality. All she is through the whole movie is just like, yeah, I'll push the fucking button. I'll push the fucking button. You, the first person, yeah, I'm gonna push the button on you to show the rest of them I'm gonna push the button. That's basically what she did. And then they cracked her over the head. You know what I mean? And then they do the TV show where they introduce her daughter, and they needed to show her during that moment because that was more of a comedy. They needed to show her being mean but snarky, comedic mean, killing somebody, but being funny about it, like let's go shopping or something like that. You know what I mean? To where it's like, all right, people at least like have some type of endearment or connection to her character. On face value, just as the movie goes, we don't connect with her. You know what I mean? Whether she was black or white, she's just like a bland character. And in the comics, I don't know how she is in the comics at all, so I have nothing to say about that. But in the movies, it didn't make me want to sit there and go, "Oh, I want to know more about Amanda Waller. I want to know why this broad is like that." She just played a regular military government issue power type person. You know what I mean?
Basically, what she is in the comics,
Well,
too.
yeah. So right. So I mean, look, I'm taking it from a different perspective. I loved her in the movies. I loved what they were trying to do in the TV series, but they didn't freaking do that. None of it made me go, "Oh, I want to freaking read the comics." Right. So when she
Yes.
had her own little series, I tried reading it, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? That's not what I came here for." I didn't
Okay.
come here. I didn't come here for all that. So I gave them two issues, and I was out. I was out. I was done. Right? She's supposed to be this. She's supposed to be the person, the hand in the fucking shadows, doing shit like this, fucking
I got
drugging
you.
people, fucking putting the bags over your fucking head, right? Fucking coming up with the photos of you doing shit you ain't supposed to be fucking doing it and exploiting that shit. That's what she's supposed to be fucking doing. Um,
Got you.
I mean, she's supposed to be all over the place, all over the place. But shit, she's supposed to be running the Daily Planet. That's the type of bitch she's supposed to be, but they're just not quite utilizing
Yeah,
her the
that was
way.
the thing. That was the thing too. Like, my first experience with her was in the cartoon movies, and the way they showed her was just, lurking. You see her lips moving. She was like, "I said, do it, or I'm gonna press this button." She was real like menacing and shit. In the movie, we just seen her like straight up in a room full of people. You know what I mean? She wasn't even like in a separate room dictating orders. You know how like in the Bourne movies, that top dude, you know what I mean, is like
Yeah.
in the office, above the office, just doing nothing, looking at papers and shit. She was like too in the mix in the movies, to where it's like in the cartoon movies, they made her like she's away from all the bullshit, just whispering in your ear.
Mm, yeah, that's probably where she's supposed to be. Who is that? Edwin Aguilar say, "Hey, the Leslie Lurie 2025 looks nice. We'll be getting to that." Um, who and Drea Barnhouse comments and say, "Hey, why does she look like she's in latex?" Well, I mean, when has
She
she
is
not been
in
in
latex.
latex? Yeah, she's
Catwoman's
well,
always
She is in
she's
latex.
in latex or some very expensive fucking leather, right?
yeah,
It's that
buddy.
it's the no what it's the thing from the front of the Jordans, patent leather. That's what it is. Patent leather.
But this does fulfill the obligatory S&M bondage. Fucking tie him up to her fucking chair.
Yeah. Bondage for the
Uh,
win. Fetish life, yo.
uh-huh.
Recognize.
Um,
Fucking.
yeah, Task Force X operative Selena Kyle. All right, 9 Lives, part 4. Good to go. And then here we have a almost type of negative type cover. Marcio Takara cardstock. Open order. Never heard of Marcio before, but
Looks nice
it's
though.
it looks nice. It's a little. It needs to be tightened up in certain areas, but it looks nice, right?
It's pop arty.
Yes. Catwoman number 62, still going with cover C and Huckley. Definitely freaking all types of freaking latex.
I actually know a couple girls
Yeah.
that could probably pull that off.
And then there's your 1 in 25, Dre, or who is it, Edwin, for your Leslie Lurie cardstock.
Nah, that should have been an open order. It ain't giving me no type of 1 in 25 vibe. To me, it looks nice, but nah.
Sir Christopher Great says that he believes Amanda Waller is supposed to start in one of the James Gunn's projects.
Yep.
Okay.
If you need me to be more direct, yeah, go ahead, man. Spit it out. And then apparently that David Nakayama is going to be a 1 in 50. God damn it.
Yeah, I love how the companies Marvel and DC took the store variant route, and it's like, oh, y'all niggas was buying these packs for all these years, these overpriced, trade and virgin combo. You'll bet we're gonna do the same. We're gonna take over all the covers and just strip them from and make them a high ratio.
Motherfuckers, man. And there we go with a Jorge Fornes cardstock.
I like that.
Different, right?
Yeah, because it's different. It's like no sex appeal or nothing. It's just a nice, nice drawn, nice cover. The logo is kind of Austin Power-ish. You know what I mean? That font, I forget what it's called, but yeah, it looks cool.
Just a young lady and her cats.
Yeah, for real. She's lonely broad.
Crazy cat person. Crazy cat.
Card remains by Matt Cave number 3. Image as Cobra Commander number 1.
Sorry.
What are we thinking about this, gents?
Yeah, I'm loving it. They did this with the Duke second print. You know, had rock and roll on it. You know, I'm loving it how it has the Cobra symbol and then the Joe one behind it. You know, and then even they did the same thing for the Transformers with the Autobots and Decepticons with the logo behind it
Yeah.
for the second
That's
thing.
gonna make a nice set between the three of them.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm listen. I'm already trying to build it. Already trying to build it.
Yeah,
And this
that's gonna
is
be, I can see people putting that set together for the next couple of years.
Yep.
I just hope that they don't
However long they continue it.
overdo it.
this one is a second print.
There's like three more covers.
Yeah. And then there's your cover B, Jason Howard's second print.
That's the first cover appearance of Globulus, and also his first appearance in that comic book.
We're gonna have to pick a couple of those up just for the cover.
Yeah, like in all seriousness, like everybody that watched the G.I. Joe movie knows Cobra La and these characters were never acknowledged by the creator
Sergeant
Larry Hama.
Slaughter versus Nemesis Enforcer is one of the best cartoon fights of all time.
Yeah. But Larry Hama never acknowledged these characters from the movie
Yeah, he said
in the
fuck
comic
that.
books at all. Yeah, in all 300 issues, he never acknowledged them, not one time. So this right now is their first appearance. This is their first, in this new universe and skybound image and everything. So for people that are fans of the movie, the 80s cartoon and shit like that, I suggest picking these up. And the book itself, because it's their first appearance, and it's the first appearance of Cobra La too.
It's a fun read.
It's good. Yeah, I liked it. I really enjoyed the Cobra Commander book. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a little corny. I really didn't know what to expect. He was a salesman before, Larry Hama's universe. But this one right here, I like this.
This is sweet.
Yeah. Sorry, Lucas, my fault.
No. Cover C, Jason Howard's second print. And then cover A, Milani and Leone for issue number 2. Here's your cover B, Ortiz. Here's your 1 in 10 Burnham. Got the Cobra Commander and a fucking swamp full of crocodile. Ain't that a bitch?
Dreadnoughts.
1 in 25 by Echo.
Nice. That's a set too.
Yeah. Dreadnoughts. 1 in 50 by Dragotta.
Oh wow. Okay.
Some Creep Show trade paperbacks. DC versus Vampires trade paperback. The Cinder Compendium. Destiny, New York, Leslie Lurie. And I believe there's like a 1 in 25 of this. Black Mask. Eden Frost, Madam Cave. Feng Shi, issue number 4. That's one where it's a world full of mushrooms and fungi and bacteria and shit, and they're all like ninjas and samurais.
Really? Okay.
Interesting.
Ghost in the Water, issue number 2. Then G.I. Joe, number 304, Real American Hero. Looks like there's a black and white version.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice. 1 in 10.
Yeah, 1 in 10 Walker and Sagala. Green Lantern. Looks like they're trying to run it back on some of these covers.
Is that a facsimile or no?
Yeah, it's a facsimile, covered by Neil Adams. And then there's a blank, and then there's also a foiled. Foil is usually the one you want.
Yeah, DC definitely following Marvel with this shit.
Here's your War Journal issue number 6 by Montos. And this one I really, really like. Man, this Raza.
Yeah.
Green Lantern War Journal number 6, cover B by Raza. Open order, $4.99.
That's crazy. If it's open order, I think I might get that just cause that's a fly cover. That's a fly cover right there.
That's going in the folder.
My man lineup is sharp too. I know he gotta use the Green Lantern. He gotta use the Green Lantern ring to edge him up.
Dre said, take a look at that Kevin Eastman, Lucas. Let me know which title you're talking about, Dre. And then, so
Curtis, I think.
Yeah, this one, it looks like a new and upcoming artist. The way he was drawn, right? Like somebody that just fucks around and it's not professional or anything.
He won a contest.
Yeah, did he?
No, I'm saying like he
That's what it looked. Yeah. Ever see Nicholas Draper Black History Month cover? Right. And then there's this one. The cover D, Suicide Squad kill, Arkham Asylum, game key art card stock.
Somebody learn how to use the computer on this one.
Yeah. So I mean, they just probably pulled it out the game. So what I'm wondering is probably inside of the cover or something like that. There might be a game key that you can use inside the game if you get this one.
Interesting.
And then 125, Mirko Kolak. Looks like kind of threw me off because I thought they were fucking around with Transformers for a bit. But Green Lantern. Oh, no, excuse me. What the fuck is it? The Grolak. Issue number 2. So let's. I mean, I don't even know what this shit's about, but let's put this into context, right? I don't know if you could see that there's like a creature that's above them, right? So they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know where this fucking thing is at. But then you've got the black man out in front, and then the back of him is the girl with the freaking gun, and then back of her is the dude with the fucking bow and arrow.
That's a black dude?
Yeah, it looks like a black dude. Well, you're talking about the dude in front? Yeah, that's a black dude.
Okay.
And then you got so you got him with fire. He's got nothing but fire. And you got this dude with the fucking bow and arrow. Why wouldn't you have the person with the fucking gun in front?
He got pouches though, and my man looked like he got like a weapon stick on the side. See that right there?
You ain't gonna be able to pull that shit out quick enough to get
out. Listen, that's on him. You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. He's unprepared. I give it to him, but maybe he's physically tough.
I'm gonna come out with a comic book series called First to Die, man, and it's gonna be like an anthology series of nothing but motherfuckers that the character is gonna fucking die. That's it. And this shit like this, like,
so
hey,
they're the red shirts.
Yeah, basically, yeah, the red shirts. Basically,
yes. That could be the subtitle: Red Shirts.
First to die, the red shirts.
Word.
Grace said she's gonna shoot the brother in the back.
You get assigned to a starship and they give you a red shirt.
Yo, Dre is stupid. He said he gonna shoot the brother in the back.
She's straight. She's not even looking like out, right? She's not even like looking out to see what's in
Yeah.
front of him or some shit. She's just looking straight at his ass and his back.
She gonna shoot him in the cheeks. Pause.
Oh. Here we go. The Greylock.
It went from subterranean to like new Excalibur, new mutants or something.
Yeah. Because look, that's right there. It just looks like a fucking stick, like the little fucking lanterns and shit. Now it's like you
Yeah.
said, fucking Excalibur. Pass. Pass.
It's
I ain't reading that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Hack and slash hardcover. Looks like a dope fucking thing, man. But it's a fucking
nah,
hardcover.
that's a homage to Freddy Krueger. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Image Comic Production. Yeah.
It's a homage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, is there an actual comic that actually has this fucking cover? 'Cause I'll buy that shit.
No, the Freddy Krueger poster movie. Maybe the comic does. I'm not familiar with the Freddy Krueger comics, but that's the image. That's the image from
early movie posters.
Yeah, that's the image from Nightmare on Elm Street where he's floating over the back, and it had the girl's face, and it's the hand over it and stuff like that. It's that. It's like a collage of those images put together.
Interesting.
It's like an old '80s poster or the VHS tape will cover, but that's 100% based on Freddy Krueger.
See, she fucking up too, man. You got some shit behind you, getting ready to kill you. You got the knife up towards your face. Like, no, what the fuck you doing? This right here looks interesting.
Wow, creepy.
A Haunted Girl, issue number 4, done by E.M. Gist. Let me go ahead and put my order in for this one right now.
That dude's work is incredible.
He's one of the most underrated fucking people out there. Like, if you put his stuff next to Alex Ross is one of the masters. He just happens to have more interesting subjects in his stuff. I'm talking about E.M. Gist. Excuse me. Yeah, this is cover B. Here's your 1 in 10 by Chariel.
Oh, okay. This is what I've seen that fish cover a few times. I didn't know what this was.
Yeah. Fuck that cover. This is the cover you want. This is the one.
Yeah, that other cover doesn't give me a haunted girl anything. This one gives me like, oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? I mean, it is pretty crazy that you got the girl just floating in there with goldfish flying, swimming over her and shit. But, I don't know. Holy Roller, number 4. I don't know why he's got blood all over the bowling ball.
Yeah, he's a robot or an android.
Sure. Or just a crazy guy dressed up in a freaking in a costume, fucking people up with bowling balls and shit. T. Jones, if I see Alex Ross tomorrow, I'm gonna tell him you said that. Invasive, issue number 3. Bun.
That's a battle I'd like to see, a versus battle. Gist versus Ross.
We can make it happen.
Like you pull like 10 best covers and we go cover for cover, see what the people think.
If I had I need a pen, man, to start writing this shit down. It's a good idea.
What, like a show topic? Yeah, I'm serious. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I was thinking too? Not to cut you. That cover looks nice. I like that.
Mhm.
What's that, trade paperback?
Yeah. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna sit there and say, like, all right, you know how we do FOC shows, right? You know, like everybody in general, you know, comic book community, right? And everybody got their, like, you know, top 10 picks or whatever the case may be. You notice how, like, nobody ever calls them on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to have some type of
Accountability.
fact check. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you said this book was going to be hot. This book might have first appearance. You know, order copies. Blah blah blah. It's the day of release day. Let's go double check your sheet. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
check your scorecard. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Not to you know, invalidate anybody, but you know, more or less like on some old game shit. Like, let's see who was right. Because
Yeah.
I see a lot of people more or less, you know, you see in some discussions, everybody wants to brag about who's first or who put the news out first or who knew first, you know, especially with this recent Spider-Man crap, you know, and it's just like, who gives a shit who knew first? But, you know, if you got proof or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you called it, you know, put up or shut up. So, but even just in a fun way, you know what I'm saying, like a, you know, more or less like gambling or, you know, something where it's like, all right, now I'm telling you this cover's gonna be fire.
Sir Christopher Great says he's been on that EM just since that Thanos Death Note 2100. Um, he started EM just popped up on my radar during that whole what was it? It was the whole Venom joint where we were looking for who was the. It was the not the white god, the light god, the god of light. Right, the god of light, and there's an EM just cover where I forget the name of the one character, and he's issue number one. He's right there, and it's like a 1 in 25 or 1 in 50. Freaking just broke, freaking just on a freaking bike.
Wraith. You talking about Wraith.
Race, is that it? It
Yeah,
might be.
Wraith.
Wraith.
Yes, Wraith. Yeah,
Wraith. Yeah,
yeah.
Wraith.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the motorcycle. Yeah, that cover. That's when I first found out. Well, I didn't know who he was then, but when y'all mentioned him on the show, I think Mel was talking about it. You know what I mean? Something, you know, y'all was doing y'all little cover moment shit, talking about artists and whatnot, highlighting it. And I'm like, I put two and two together and I was like, oh, it's that guy. And I said, oh, okay, he's good. You know, he's good.
Yeah.
But his Star Wars covers for me really like pulled me into him. Like his covers he did last year, a year ago for Mandalorian. That's when I really fell in love with his art, like his Star Wars covers. I was like, yo, this dude's phenomenal.
Yeah. Sir Christopher the Great says, Lucas, man, what do you think about his track record? Look, man, freaking. I think what you can do, if you want to do, is let's do a show where we pull your content and go back. I mean, your top 10 shows, right, and see like what you want, and we can just run through it. That's what I would love to do about my show. The problem with doing a show on my stuff is that unfortunately my advantage is that I can see the distributor numbers, which is an unfair advantage, and I also have the eBay Terra Peak freaking numbers, so that's an unfair advantage. So
Oh,
I can see the stuff that's already going to be freaking sold out.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't look at the cover and just see the cover. You see the numbers with it. Like, damn it, shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got you.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense to do that. What I do pull out and say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, but for some reason I see content creators shouting this thing out, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but be
But see,
careful
okay.
about that.
Now, sometimes, well, at least for the last couple, when you're wondering about that, at least I can give some insight to that because I be right there thumbing, you know, in the chats with some of them and in the forums where they're, you know, putting these, piecing together these topics or, you know, putting the back issues up. Like, soon as Ultimate Spider-Man dropped, that night of or that very next morning, for guys that read it, automatically was sitting there saying in the chat, like, yo, Ultimate Invasion 1 second print. Get it. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. And all them copies that were on eBay for like $4 or $5. Like I was watching guys. Yo, Adam, I was watching guys in the chat. Mel is in one of these chats, Lucas. And yo, you can see guys posting images of just bought 20 copies, just bought 30 copies at 30% off. So it wasn't even the $8-9. They were getting it for like $5. You know what I'm saying? So it was known very quickly in the Thumb Wars before Friday came, before the next Friday came, and everybody started to. I'm seeing movement on this book. Like, nah, fam, it was already known, through the people speaking about it, not the YouTube influencers. The YouTube influencers will tell you flat out, and I love it. I respect all of them for it. They literally tell you flat out, like, nah, I ain't read it. I ain't read the book. It's just a nice cover. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I respect it. They literally be like, yeah, now I don't know what's going on in the story, or I don't know why people are buying this book. Unless you get a few people that are on the show with them that, fill them in. So, you know what I mean? I appreciate that part. But lots of time.
Yeah, Christopher Gray says he remembers the Spider Boy. He was on point with that, and he knew Spider Boy before anybody, and he got a couple dudes in here, right on here, right. So yeah, man, freaking some of this stuff is hairy, man. Freaking, I do wish the community would read a little bit more, because there have been some. Because the problem is that both Marvel, DC, and Image, they've been trying to come up with these great characters, and they just don't stick, just because people are buying the stuff for the covers and not actually reading. And that throws everything off. And Marvel's like, oh, if people don't fucking want this fucking character, well, fuck it, right? Remember fucking Tosin?
No, but Pete, Lucas, Pete, you hit it on the nose. Tosin came out, and Tosin was, I believe, an organic character, an organic creation that just, because of the pushbacks at FOC, flew under the radar. Nobody read that article on Bleeding Cool. Everybody just missed it, right? Once he popped and Marvel realized it, between then and recently, we've had new character after new character after new character released, correct? They've been creating characters for everybody, and none of them have really been sticking, and everybody all across the board, whether you're a Spider person, whether you're an X person, whatever, everybody's been saying the stories have been kind of lackluster, right? Now, get to now, there hasn't really been any real major new characters released, anything that hit, no secondary market booms, anything like that. It's all been covers and ratios. Then you get not just Ultimate Spider-Man, but before that, but especially now, you get the Avengers Twilight. You get everybody now basically talking about the story of the comics. You know what I mean? Highlighting the good covers. The ratios and virgin shit is still ridiculous, but you hear more people at least highlighting the story. And again, you still get the guys saying they didn't read it, but instead of 5 guys on the panel that said they didn't read it, now it's like 2 of them that said they didn't read it. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I picked it up. Oh, no, I had to read it because everyone was talking about it, that kind of thing. So it's pulling some people in, and I gotta appreciate that.
Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Twilight are 2 of the best Marvel books I've read in years.
I slept on the Twilight book. Yeah, Daredevil's been dead. Like when Daredevil had what's my man Zdarsky and Gicchetto. Like that was the one run. That was the one run that I bought, like strictly like reading that shit. Like just I read most of the books, but yeah, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's the one Marvel book. Even now, I'm still really enjoying month after month. That Hulk and Wolverine at the moment.
Yeah. Sir Christopher Gray is asking, what are my thoughts on readers versus non-readers? Same deal, man. Freaking, it's like we start as a retailer, we start getting solicits 2 months, sometimes 3 months ahead of when that book is actually going to come out. Right? So 3 months, you got to start making decisions on what you're actually going to freaking sell, like how many quantities, right? If you're already reading, you're already kind of like, it's kind of like a shortcut to having to figure out like how much quantities, because you go like, okay, so this is going to happen, this is going to happen. So logically, they need a new character, or they need this to freaking happen in this freaking book. No matter no matter whether they decide, oh, we want to have a 150, no matter whether they say, hey, we want a 100. And the reason why you need that shortcut in reading it and keeping up to date is because there are too many fucking books at sometimes. Like, look, I mean, Sometimes they'll come out with 25 or freaking 30 in freaking 1 week, man, and you got to freaking make decisions on all that shit. So if you're a reader, you got a shortcut to making some really good decisions, right?
Mhm.
If you're a non-reader and you're just going by the freaking cover, sometimes you don't get the freaking cover till FOC. That is 3 months after everybody's already freaking looked at the shit or looked
Mhm.
at what's inside the guts of the fucking book. Right? And then people are complaining when you get to freaking to the comic book shop and there's freaking none left. Well, that's because some dude who already has been reading it for a while, he talked with the comic book shop and says, "Hey, I've been reading this. I think I want this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other thing." And look, God bless the non-readers, right? Because they for real are keeping the comic book community afloat, right? Um, because just hey, I like pretty pictures. Good enough, right? Because it's not the readers that are necessarily buying 4 or 5 copies of the same freaking title and the same issue. It's
Mhm.
the non-readers, right? The ones that say, "Oh, I like that cover. Oh, I like this cover as well. Oh, I like this freaking cover. Let me go ahead and freaking get every single freaking cover for this book. Take it home, put it in a fucking bag and board, put it in a freaking box, and you freaking never read it." It's the non-readers that are keeping
Yeah,
it afloat.
those are pure collectors, and then you get the hybrids, the reading collectors. They read the book they like, and then they buy every cover for the book. I mean, I'd say I'm one of those. Like Spider-Man, like good, bad, and indifferent. I read them shits, and yeah, I pretty much get y'all see it when I post it. I get damn near every cover. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a given for me for that. I'm a completionist or whatever by that standard. But
See, I'm reading
I
Spider-Man
think
and praying that Zeb Wells actually gets better.
yeah, but it's like I think with the non-readers literally have um when I hear a lot of people talk, like I never really, in all honesty, I didn't know a lot of these new artists. Not even new, but they're new to they were new to me and stuff like that. But Mel mentioning Razza, Ultra doing all of them fucking matrices where he would sit there and he highlight an artist. I would literally sit there and go back, especially if it was like covers that I had. I'm like, oh damn, this is so and so. I'm like, oh, this is who did this book. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, this is real dope. I never looked at it for who the artist was because I was reading the books. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciated the art, but I was 100% like, when I'm reading the story, like as long as the cover's decent, I'm good. But Mel, Ultra, you guys that would highlight the books, nine that would drop the names of the people, that definitely really, like, even McClay was very knowledgeable for like, oh, who the artist was and shit. And he would say it, especially when there's again the Spider-Man book. I go back and look like, oh damn, I love this Marcos Martin. Oh, these are all 1 in 10s. So I gotta get these. These are, hard to find, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh nah, I'm a hunt for these, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
but readers have an advantage when it comes to spec because they know what's in the guts.
Yes.
Plain and simple. Like, they know what's in the guts. Like you said, I shared with the group that PDF that I know you get as a store owner, with the preview. And I'm looking at it as soon as I get it, Lucas, and I'm already seeing like Spider-Woman issue 10, which comes out in May or something like that. It's already hinting at a new character, new things. I'm not a retailer, but I have the same mindset. I'm looking ahead because, oh, they're saying issue 10 might be new, but we know how that goes. They might premiere in issue 9, last page. There might
Exactly.
be something that happens
That's the
before.
thing.
So it's like
That's the
as
thing.
FOC's coming for 8, let me pay attention to that and order the copies. Like, oh, for 6 and 7, you just had one cover, but now issue 8, you got 2 covers, a ratio. Yeah, let me get on this because something might be,
Right. So Spidey, you just said the word that I've always been preaching. In the solicits, it'll say, "Hey, in this new character," right? And it'll say, "Oh, in issue, like you
Yep.
said, in issue number 10, it'll say, "Hey, this new character." But usually in the issue before that, that's when that character appears. And if you're
Yes.
reading up, then you'll understand that that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the advantage is keeping away from the solicit bullshit and going eh, like I think it was issue number Black Panther issue number 4. The solicit said that there was going to be a new character. So everybody
Yeah.
was on number 4. But guess what? It happened. It was initial number 3. You know, so that's the big advantage.
Under ordered, the ratio popped. You know, it was that.
So Dre at Barnhouse Comics says, Comics Explained is a great show. Many people watch it. I think its viewership is in the freaking millions.
Yeah, but
I
it's
want
not
to do
watched by us though.
Yeah, I want to do something like that, but I don't want to do it on YouTube. I would rather do it on like TikTok. So if you guys want to freaking see that, see us do that, please. And you do have TikTok, please go to the Comic Crusaders or mine, Chelling Greens and Cornbread, and freaking hit the subscribe button. I can actually go freaking live on that shit. Rob Jefferson does a good job. I'm not. Oh, I think it's Rob Jefferson is that black guy that does the shit, right? Yeah. You don't have that problem when you got to. All right. Oh, let's keep going through this FOC stuff, and then I'll get back to some of the questions. All right. All right. So right up next, I got continuing on with some of the DC stuff. This is some of the stuff that's coming out from Lunar. Justice League versus Godzilla, Kong. Love these freaking covers, man. You know what kind of surprised me is the freaking joint where you open it up and it made the
It
fucking
makes the
roar
sound
drop.
effects.
Yeah, that didn't actually go off that much. So I was
It
kind of
popped. It popped a little. It popped a little in the secondary for a hot minute.
yeah. It did all right. Didn't go crazy. Here we go. Godzilla versus Kong. For some reason, he's inside the Justice League Hall. Oh no, he's outside. Who is that? Is that Sikowitz?
That shit was nice.
No, it's Jock. Open order.
Open order? Damn.
Mhm. Here's Cho. And then there's
That's
the 125 Puppeteer Lee.
Real talk though, shouldn't Superman be able to knock Godzilla out?
I mean, he might be able to pick him up by the tail and like fling him a little bit, but
Yeah, but like realistically, he can grab him from the fin at the back of his head, avoid the blast, and just lift off in the air with him and just take him into space till he freezes.
that's a good question. I guess we have to read it to find out if he fucking does that. Because
That's the only reason, that's the only reason why I kind of want to read the book, because you know Superman to me is kind of the, you know what I mean, the like really like Godzilla's gonna stop Superman, like get out of here.
and it's not like he's the only super person there, right? So he's got his son and all the other Supergirls.
Yeah, all the other super variants and everything. Yeah, you get Lex Luthor with his fake Superman powers. Like, come on. And then you get Batman. Prep time. Fuck out of here.
And then we just talked about this RSEM just for issue number 5.
Look at that, yo. That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Yo, the way these guys paint, I never forget when I was in school. I went to school for visual arts briefly. And yo, the teachers that were able to paint like and do this off of just simple line work is crazy. Oh, he's dead. Oh, Superman is dead. Oh, okay. All right, so that makes sense. So the covers are just bullshit then. Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. God damn you, DC.
You know, got the motherfucker all on the cover and shit.
Yeah, he right there. You know, just hovering and stuff.
He's here.
Yeah. Like that's that one with him next to Wonder Woman is odd. It's just like, yo, why are you standing next to everybody on the ground?
So this joint, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what are you standing for? But the black dude in the air, shorty with the wings, got to be the first ones in there, the first to die. Lucas, do the series, the first to die. There it go, right there.
Oh man, yeah, 1 in 50 for this one.
Oh, it looks good though.
Yeah. Last Man, book number 4. We got a comic book called Life of a Stepdad.
Okay.
Look, if it was from the black community perspective, I'd be all over that shit because I'd be hearing some horror stories, some fucking horror stories. Yo, I might have to hit him up like, hey, let's write one, but from the black side. Um, Midlife issue number 5. Mitch, scary looking rabbit. Nightwing number 111. Bruno Redondo.
Nice.
Here's your Dan Mora. Here's your Sergey Acuna. Nick Robles, Sweater Weather.
Pause. That cover's gonna hit though. Watch. Bookmark it. Matter of fact, hold me to task on this. Clip this little part. I don't know why. I see for some reason people going after that cover. Is that open order or is it a ratio?
It is an open order. $5.99.
Damn prices. Yeah. I can see people wanting that one. Just because of the Speedo one in the gym last time. I can see people wanting that one. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put this up on my eBay. See what's popping. And this one is the 1 in 25. Stephanie Pepper.
Calvin Klein. Man, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah. Why we got Nick Robles, a dude doing the freaking dude in the Speedo, but a girl, Stephanie Pepper, is got him fully clothed and shit.
Oh, that's a female who drew this cover?
Uh-huh.
Okay. His pose look mad soft.
Sir Christopher says he wants to see the Acuna. Yep, right there. Would you be my Valentine? There's some Rick and Morty.
Yo, Lucas, real quick. How does Rick and Morty do? Like I see every other week there's like a different sub series or mini series or something like that. Do people actually buy this? Like, are these sought after or something? Because or is this company just making books just to make books?
At this point, I feel like they're just making books just to make books, right?
I occasionally do well. It depends. But it's not like it was 2 years ago with Rick and Morty books or Rick and Morty merch all together. It's
Okay.
cool a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, seeing something like this, I'm like, I don't recall an episode like this. You know, I know some of the other minis were, kind of based off episodes or, moments and stuff like that.
Or concepts they can turn into episodes in the future. That would be
True.
cool.
Savage Dragon. Who's this?
Savage Dragon's gonna quietly be worth a lot of money for people that want it later on.
So Savage Dragon number 268. The one you're looking at is the 70s trade. The solicit says Malcolm Dragon is settling into his new home on the West Coast, and his new job, containing and controlling the all-out mayhem in the region, is the start of a bold new direction as Malcolm Dragon assembles his team and faces a threat of unparalleled propositions, strapping for the ride of a lifetime. So he's in a new town, so he's obviously going to meet new characters, including this young little freaking anime freaking chick that's putting the fucking the bricks on. So it's up to y'all to decide what y'all want to do. This is Savage Dragon number 268. Sex Criminals. Can't believe this is still a freaking thing. But this was the trade paperback. Six Fingers. The Six Fingers, number 1. That's creepy as fuck. And cover B, Campbell and Loveridge. And there's a preview, so I'll have to read that later. Spawn number 350. So I don't think we've talked about this yet, but was actually in a Zoom call with the Image people and Todd McFarlane, and he says that there is going to be a Ashcan retailer thank you freaking variant for issue number 350. They just had to order 25 of them. So if you want, please make sure you talk to your retailers. Say, hey, please order that for you if they can. They're probably going to want you to buy 25 copies of freaking Spawn.
I did, yo. The Spawn guy in my store already got it.
We already got his ash can.
As soon as I seen it, as soon as I sent it to the group, I sent it to my store. I was like, yo, can I get this? She was like, the Spawn guy hit her like 20 minutes before me and was like, yo, I want it. He beat me by 20 minutes.
Damn. Well, so here's the thing is you got to ask, like, what did he do to get it, right? Because on eBay right now, or the last time I checked, when I talked to you guys about it, that thing was going for $400. So,
but see, the thing with that is, Lucas, I have a theory about this, okay? And you could probably know because you know eBay Insight better than I do. Every time there is one of these one per store or whatever kind of books, right? Soon as it's made aware of, or as soon as the first store actually gets a physical copy and posts it and does the, hey, everybody, did you get this? The first few sales on eBay are always astronomically high.
yes.
Before everybody gets their copies. Even when it comes to ratios and stuff, you know, we do the market thing and you look, you're like, oh, pre-sales for this before the book were like $80. It's a 1 in 25, but now it's going for $40-50. It's like, oh, you overpaid back then. But they're getting it to guarantee a copy. So that's why it's like, I understand it's a Todd signature. It's a one per store or one per account, however they can finagle it, you know, or do it. But paying $400 for it, I don't think that would be the actual market number when it comes out, when it's actually out. I think there'll be a lot more in abundance than people think because there are so many online e-tailers and retailers that have an account. And again, if they do it to where you can order one per diamond account and one per penguin, we're going to have at least quite a few stores getting 2 copies at minimum. So just a theory, you know what I'm saying? Just a theory, because I know it's not gonna cost the stores a lot because my local store, again, asking them every time they've had these one pers, they literally will just charge you the price of the comic because it's nothing to them. Like, especially when it falls in line to what she said was, if it falls into line to their normal order capacity. She was like, the Spawn readership, everything, she said, guarantee they order 50 copies every month. You know, if there's a couple covers, they split it, 25. But she said it's a guarantee 50 every month. So she said, to get this, did we have to order more? She said, no, that's our normal numbers. Who wants this book? She goes, we don't want it. She goes, and we're not going to sit there and try and charge you eBay prices. She was like, the price of the book is $3.99.
So here's where it's interesting that she told you no, right? So because like so all right, so there's 2 things happening here, right? So with Image now, there's 2 different distributors. There's Lunar, the new distributor, and then there's Diamond, which is right. They're going to get at least 1 copy through their Lunar distributor, and you should also be getting a copy through their Diamond. If she told you no, that there's nothing, that means that she's just holding on to one for whatever.
Oh no, she didn't even. I brought that to her attention. She was just like, oh, literally was just having this convo with her yesterday. She was like, she'll look into it. She was like, because she didn't know. Like she asked me to help her recently, you know, with this kind of stuff, the FOCs and books and copies.
Fired because there was literally a Zoom call for all the retailers that she should have been in that call where she could have freaking asked that.
She mentioned that, and I said to her, she said, should I get on that? I said, yeah. I was like, if they kind of give you information. She said, because I didn't know what it was. Lucas, real talk, she a nice little, you know, Puerto Rican joint from New Jersey, so she don't know if they trying to, you know, hit on her or, you know what I mean? So she just said after the Ultimate Spider-Man, she was like, yo, can you help me? Because I came in the store that Sunday night before work and picked up my copies. I didn't read it until like later. If I'd have read it sooner, I'd have went back and bought more books. But then she asked me, she said, "Yo, what's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, this happened. And I asked her, I said, "Yo, you got the second print?" She goes to the back. She's like, "Yeah, my father ordered it." Yo, she had like damn near half a short box of the second print. I said, "Yo," I said, "throw those out on the wall, put them on your eBay or something like that. But let me get a couple copies at cover price with my discount." She was like, "All right, no problem." So it's like, you know,
business? They sell
the store's been in the business for a very long time. Her father's getting old. She never participated before. Now she's stepping into the range. Yeah, you know, it's the kids coming to help the parents.
Dad's getting is that it?
Yeah, Dad had the store for I think like 20-something years. It's a popular, you know, the Fortress of Solitude out here in Jersey, out in Newark.
In Newark, right?
Yeah, them. You know what I'm saying? The daughter and whatnot.
They're good peeps.
Yeah, the pops is getting older, so you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's funny to where it's like, you know, you mention this stuff to them and they're like, "Oh yeah, now somebody already spoke for it." But I will definitely ask her and tell her like about like that's the thing, Lucas. I couldn't remember Lunar. I was drawing a blank on the other one. I kept saying Diamond and Penguin. I couldn't think of Lunar.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Image didn't go through Penguin, but that's the decision they made. Okay, but yeah, freaking. I think we've had enough talk about Spawn 350. Let's go into some of the Superman, because some of these Superman covers, they're actually pretty good. Let's see. So Superman issue number 11. Yeah. Yes. He's in jail now, but he's still fucking, doing the puppet strings from behind jail.
Nice.
So yeah, that was Jamal Campbell. This one is a Lee Bermejo freaking cardstock, and that's my boy. Yeah, man. After the movie, and I know a lot of people didn't freaking like the animal freaking movie. I did. I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
My kids enjoyed it. My daughter loved that shit. My daughter loved it. My son liked it too. He liked it too.
Yeah, it was good. So I wish maybe they should do more of these, man. This one is a Warren Lau cardstock. Just really fucking good. Really fucking good. Just when I think that it's played out, you just
that's good.
Yeah, because look, I've seen so many freaking Superman covers over the last few years. And I'm like, oh man, it's played out. You can't freaking draw many freaking better. Then this one comes out, which is really good to me. To me,
his face is throwing me off. Like his face, like it looks like real fake. You know what I mean? Like fake real.
Fake real, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like what is it? It's like the Hidden Valley. It's like I know it's fake, but he looks real because his eyes, like as I look at it, it's like he's looking at me. But this is a drawing, but he's looking at me. You know what I mean? It's like I want to punch him in the face. Like I don't know. It's something about it. And that curl is throwing me off too. Superman's the one person that has a simple look, but he doesn't have a consistent look in comics.
Like, motherfucker, we fight and your hair is still fucking perfect. Man, fuck you. Okay, we gonna fight. You may fuck me up, but we gonna mess your hair up a little bit or something.
Nah, he got that. He got that Krypton gel. That shit, I don't know what it does in the Earth Sun. It don't move at all.
Because I had thought about it for a while, man. Because when girls, black girls fight, the first thing they do, instead of just like try to hit for the face, they just go for the hair.
You go straight for the hair, man.
Yeah. Well, now I understand it. After having a freaking wife and cousins and shit, like, hey, some of them fucking hairstyles, man, they be fucking cost them a fucking mint. You know what I mean? Like $120. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. So you fucking get in the fucking hair, you just fucked up her fucking. You got it for $120, and she's got to go back to the fucking hairstyle, get her shit fucking fixed, man.
Now that's why when you watch the videos, Lucas, and you watch them to the end, the girl go back and pick up that dirty wig off the floor. She's like, we can go. Yo, Lucas, you know I ain't lying. They just gonna take that shit, put it in the sink, run it through some shampoo and everything. They're gonna hang it up to dry. I seen it.
For some of these girls, you can't call it a wig. It's a hair system.
It's a hairpiece.
Yeah. No, guys have hair pieces. Girls have hair systems. So
Oh,
you gotta be careful.
whatever.
Look, fuck around, wrong one.
It's a
And
fraudulent
then
system.
cover D, Ariel Diaz, sweater weather, little.
Yo, this is wild. Why is she
Spicy.
backing it up? She's backing it up on Clark like that. That shit is that covers OD flagrant. Yo, what is this, man?
They've been hearing what Brian Adam wanted, so they decided to put it together. And
Yo, listen.
That might be one of the few sweater weather covers I'm actually buying.
I've worked in strip clubs. I've worked in strip clubs for a long time. Yo, there's like free websites. There's a whole lot of stuff. We don't need this shit on comic book covers, man. Like,
I disagree.
This digital infatuation with softcore porn or hardcore porn on comics is wild to me, man. It's just like
awesome.
So you can get some. Like you can jerk off to something else, man. This shit is ridiculous. I just don't. Why is Lois doing that to Superman? Why is Superman in this position? This shit is flagrant.
I have an invitation to come on.
Yo, someone's dying. Someone in Metropolis is dying right now while he's trying to get some cheeks. This shit is crazy. Superman does not have time for the buns. He doesn't.
Well, he can do that in super speed, and then go.
What does that do for her? What does that do for her? It does nothing for her.
That's true. But according to all my girls that know how to get in that position, they say the same thing.
Hey, if he goes to super speed, he will break her fucking clavicle, man.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
The friction alone. Where's the super lube?
Wait, he's running to kryptonite condoms in that one.
You're trying to get these lonely cougars in with these romance book covers.
Condoms. You mean the man who doesn't have diseases is gonna wear a condom? Get out of here.
No, he's
Rasper.
No, he's the kryptonite condom, so he doesn't kill.
Yeah, see, Rasper. That's what it was. I couldn't remember what they were. They remind me of the romance covers. You're 100% right. So I'm really wondering, like, this something is like, not to be misogynistic and stuff, but it's like I want to ask the female comic book readers, like, yo, does this shit appeal to you? Like, do you like this? Like, does this make you want to buy the book?
Yeah. So DC does have Wattpad Webtoons DC version of this stuff, and it's doing quite well. So we will see if they,
it's like moving images. Okay, come on. We'll
see if they have the nuts not to put that shit out.
Yeah, people, more stuff for brothers to get right to. That's all.
The art is sitting in the strip club with the pen and paper. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick this, Your Honor.
Then there's your Suicide Squad, Arkham Asylum, Game Key art. I actually want to play this freaking game. Then there's your 1 in 25 Pablo Lobos, the Lobos card stock. When I first saw this, I thought it was Adam Hughes, man, but you know what? It still looks good, man.
That's Lobos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the highlights and shit on the skin.
And there's 150 Chuma Hill cardstock.
That's like a first-time artist, right?
I'm not sure. It looks like it though, right?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that disrespectful. I'm saying because I'm like, is this DC's version of like Stormbreakers? You know what I'm saying? I noticed you showed the one before where it looked like up and coming artist.
See, Image has No Way Out, The Walking Dead for this part 4.
Is this a new series?
Nah, it's these deluxe joints. So no.
Okay.
The first ones were like black and white. Now they put them in color and shit.
Compendium. Okay, got it.
Wonder Woman issue number 5.
Negative
One is
space.
a
Yeah, I like
second.
that.
Yeah, this one is a second print.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Did the first print look like that, or
I don't remember. It may have. I just don't remember.
God?
But
No, don't worry about it. I'll look it up.
it's a pretty good freaking storyline. I think I'm 33 issues behind, but there was like a whole civil war between the Amazons and the United States of America. So
Yo, Lucas, you full of shit. He
what's
said,
that?
yo, Blind Adam, he said I'm 3 issues behind, and this shit says issue 2. Oh no, it says issue 5.
Number
Okay,
5.
my
Yeah.
bad. I thought it said I was like, yo, I was like, how you 3 issues behind? There's only 2 issues. I like this lying.
Okay.
I was like, got him. Oh, that looked good. That looked good.
Yep, the Daniel Sampier. And they put in a PDF preview, so I'm gonna have to read that later. Just Spokes. And it looks good. Julian Tutino Tedesco.
That was fire.
Nice.
I like Tedesco. I again found out about him recently. Who he was. I used to confuse his artwork with Noto because they have that like soft pastel
Yeah.
paint approach and stuff like that.
Nicholas Dripper Ivy. This one is going to be that Black History Month cardstock.
It's like anime. It looked like she's from Afro Samurai.
Yeah, yes, it does. Yes, she does.
For real.
Oops. 1 in 25, Kevin Wada.
Okay. The last one looks nice.
And that Sampier, there's going to be a 1 in 50. And wow, this actually looks really good, man. Freaking Suicide
Who's that?
Squad Kill, Arkham Asylum game key. So this is from the game.
Oh, okay. Is that Wonder Man or something?
It's supposed to be Wonder Woman.
Because I see this. That's a broad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see the face. My fault. I thought that was like a beard and stuff around her neck.
That's a scarf. Yeah.
Yeah, I see now. She got the Mando cape on. Got it.
Uh-huh.
And I see the boobs too. Got me.
All right, so we are getting ready to go into the new releases. This is the stuff that's coming out this week. And don't forget,
Word, let us know what's sold out already.
Yeah, it's if there's anything that you guys feel that is that I'm missing, absolutely freaking call it out and we'll freaking try and take a look. First up, the Amazing Spider-Man, the one on the left. These are facsimiles. The one on the right is a facsimile of 252. The one on the left is a 1 in 25. In stock, but low in stock is Avengers Inc. number 5, the Todd Knock Wolverine. That's
Yep.
one of apparently it's got the the glove, but it's got the freaking jewels and shit. I don't know. I was like, okay, Infinity Stones. Sir Christopher Great is asking, are the Suicide Squad variants going to be polybagged? It didn't say on there, but if there's going to be a code, I guarantee you there's got to be a freaking code on there.
Got to stick to a code.
And just to make sure you guys understand, Avengers Twilight issue number 2 already sold out.
Yes.
Yep.
Already
Those
sold
coming.
out. Done. Dunskies. Duke number 2 sold out. No matter which cover you're looking for, it's sold out. So if you see it on the shelves, you might want to pick it up.
That shit, man.
Yeah, you got me going online right now. Look at those.
G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe cover A, excuse me,
Second
G.I.
print.
Joe Real Maker Hero, second print, sold out.
Loving it.
This is one I keep hyping. Well, I'm not hyping. I'm just saying, just keep an eye out. Keep an eye on this one. Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. Once again, it's got a series that's going to be on Disney Plus.
That's
I think,
wild.
yeah, I think this one is issue number 4 or 5 or something like that. I think it's 5. Strange Fruit. Lilo and Stitch, number 1. There's a 1 to 15. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the first appearance of Lilo and Stitch in a comic book.
Yep.
Moon Man, number 1. Sold out. Marvel's Superhero Secret Wars, Battle World, number 3. Sold out. This one is not necessarily sold out, but I did like it. Sirens of the City, number 6, 1 in 10 by Lana Del Rey. Then Void Rivals, issue number 2, 5th print. Number 3, 4th print. Number 4, 3rd print. Number 5, 3rd. And number 7. No, number 7 is fine, but if you can take a look and see which ones are sold out.
I want to give you guys a little tip that are watching. The Void Rivals number 2, 5th printing. That's that character's first appearance in his first cover.
Mm. You heard it here. I think
I can't wait to get my copy of that book in. The Wolverine, the Adams. That shit is beautiful, yo.
yes. Wolverine number 42, the Art Adams. I think is it a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50?
1 in 25.
1 in 25. Beautiful fucking cover. Second appearance of a bunch of these weird new Wolverines just fucking running around. Plus, you got Wolverine's fucking head on a fucking platter, and that 1 in 100 for that Lionel Yu. Even though that's fine, but I'm definitely going to go for that Art Adams as well. Then Batman Off-World, issue number 1. World's Finest 2024 annual John Jane cover. Trinity Special issue number 1. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong issue number 3. Trinity Special number 1. I forget who did this one. And I'm kind of interested in seeing who this little girl is that's dressed up as Robin.
For real.
Titans Beast World. And then Power Girl. Oh, yeah.
Yo, real quick, I need somebody to tell me what's going on in Power Girl.
I got some freaking joints that I ain't opened the fucking cover yet.
Who is Power Girl's arch nemesis? What is Power Girl's alter ego? Can we get Power Girl doing anything other than floating in the air advertising the tits? Like,
I thought that was her superpower. And her alter ego is Karen Starr.
But you see, just like,
you serious or are you making that up?
No, I'm serious as a heart
attack. Okay. Karen Starr is her name.
Or used to be, unless they changed it, because the name Karen doesn't have the positive connotation anymore.
Come on, man. Don't tell me that. Sir Christopher the Great saying, hey, look at the price of that 42, 1 in 25. Last one's up or raw, $200, 9.8, pre-sale $300.
That 200 one is a hype sale. I believe. I was looking at the prices yesterday, like all week and stuff like that.
It looks like it'd be pumping and dumping. Not the good pump and dump. Go to OnlyFans. You see Blind Adam do a really good pump and dump. Not this bull crap.
Another freaking great joint coming out. see. Let me make sure I got the.
This looks like the box art of an old VHS tape behind the bead hanging in the store.
Mm-hmm.
It looks just like that, like with the name Debbie or something does a random state or some shit.
Debbie does Comic Con coming soon.
The whole Comic Con?
Mm-hmm.
The whole Comic Con, the Bukkake Con.
Don't put that idea into my head, Spidey, because I'm gonna start writing that.
That shit's wild, son.
So I may have missed one, but this one is the Joshua Sway. Yep, Joshua Sway foil.
Nah, this one's gonna. I think that one's gonna get some heat just because of it's a negative space variant interpretation. You know what I mean? The negative bleed, whatever DC calls their version of it. But the art is actually good. Like her face, I'm just saying like a pure art perspective and stuff like that. My man even like got the roots looking the way they need to be dyed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's very is I like it. Like in art class, my teacher would have said this is very good work. He'd have gave a good grade on this one. And you saying foil? Yeah, people gonna go nuts for it.
Fucking foil.
Cover C, variant by Esteban. Oh, and here's one that I missed. Oh, there's quite a few that I missed. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it?
Get the Spider Boy books, couple Wolverine variants, Dr. Afra. I mean, ain't nothing crazy, really. You know, that Wolverine 300 on there.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I can definitely pull those up.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is what the fuck is this? Oh,
That looks
cover
good.
B. Yeah, cover B. Dan Mora.
Yo, Dan Mora is such a good artist.
Let's see where we at with new releases. Well, now.
Hold on, Lucas. I'll be right back.
Yep. See, American Psycho number 3. It's got some covers coming out next week. Of course, there's the business. There's the business card for Brooder. Animal Pound. Wow. There's Avengers Inc. number 5. Knock. I think we already talked about the Avengers Twilight number 2. There was the 1 of 50. Carnage number 3. 1 of 25 by Ryan Brown. Cinderella Princess of Death, cover A by Chao Kakua. And there's another Cinescope. This one is by Cedric Polat. Oh, we get your tile covers. I have had some customers ordering this one. Coda number 5, 1 of 10 by Robles. And then there's also a regular one. Trade dress. Here's your Dead X-Men 1 in 25, Leslie Laurie.
Okay, doc.
We're already going over to Duke Commanders, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Harriet Tubman, the Slayer number 5. This is kind of wild. Holmes and Houdini, issue number 1. Cover D by Matas. So Adam, so remember, I don't know if you've ever heard of Houdini. So he was one of the most famous magicians of all. And one of his famous tricks was they would drop him chained up.
Into
And
a thing of milk, right?
was it milk or water? I think it was water.
I think it was water.
Water.
Right. And then that's how he actually died, because right before he did the freaking trick, this fucking dude fucking hammered him in his fucking ribs and shit, because he was like, "Oh, you can fucking punch me," but this fucking dude fucking punch him in the fucking stomach, right? And then right after that, he went and fucking did the fucking water trick, and then he just couldn't do it, and he fucking died. Well, in this particular comic book cover, they've got this girl who's chained up inside the freaking chamber, but she's like half naked, like front knee, back knee, it's all out there. It's all out there.
Nice. I'm gonna have to get a copy just for that.
Yeah, and then the 1 in 20, there's a 1 in 20 where she's fully covered, and then there's the regular covers. She's not getting fucked, but House of Slaughter, Pen and Ink number 1, cover B variant, Spot UV variant.
Nice.
Base. Then there's your Incredible Hulk 1 in 25, Chad Hardin. But I will say that the cover A for this one, the Incredible Hulk number 8, that's the one that I've seen online getting actual orders, getting actual numbers. And then this one was a Gwen Wolverine. Like 1, 2, 3, like what, 7 Wolverines on this bitch.
And people been liking those covers.
Here's your King Spawn, cover B by Bentina. Sold out is Philadelphia, issue number 33. Is that Savage
Dragon? Yeah, that's the one with Savage Dragon.
Is that his first appearance in this joint? That might be why.
It is not this issue. I think it's the previous issue. But he just appeared right after Spawn had appeared.
Yep.
Then there's a Noir edition. Here's your Lilo Stitches.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Black Panther. Oh, actually, it's called Marvel Voices Legends.
When does this come out, Lucas?
Wednesday.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I didn't even. It's crazy how I just skipped over that whole section.
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, number 5, 1 in 10 by Raphael Design.
First appearance of the 2099 Man Thing.
Which is wild, but kind of makes sense. I do like this Clayton Crane.
Yeah.
They should have brought Man-Thing out though, and put him in the background.
But they always make Man-Thing the background ominous character. Whoa, Man-Thing.
Issue 150 for the Hildebrand for Secret Wars Battle World.
I'd have to get that one too.
Action figure variants works. I don't know why they got Dorothy fucking looking bad as fuck on this one, but Oz Kingdom of Lost number 3, Ciao Cacao. Actually, that doesn't look bad. They didn't have to sex. Yeah, they didn't have to sex her up that much.
Is that Toto next to Dorothy?
Yep.
She took on the Tin Man and the Lion and the Scarecrow all at once. They were gangbanging all over the old brick road. I've seen it.
Be careful, because isn't Dorothy
That's
14?
wild. Why they gotta make her look like that?
Yeah, she's 14, I believe.
She's 18.
For real? She's 18?
Yep.
No, he's saying that for legal reasons. Excuse me.
Yeah, you damn right I'm saying that for legal
The
reasons.
girl in the movie wasn't she was a young girl believing in magic and shit.
Wait,
Okay, so in the story, the author Baum never states Dorothy's age, but he does state in The Lost Princess of Oz that she is a year younger than Betsy Bobson and a year older than Trot, whose age is specified as 10. And Ruth Plumsey, the Giant Horse of Oz, putting her age at 11 by the time she comes to live in Oz. So she's she's even younger than I thought she was.
I have a question, a real question. I never knew this, or if I did, I forgot. Was the Wizard of Oz, was it real, or was it her having like hallucination because she got knocked out?
I always thought it was an hallucination, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I've always interpreted the story that everything that happened was in her mind as she was unconscious, because she wakes up lying in bed.
Yeah, and again, I didn't know if they were doing that back then, like real fantasy based, like she went to a different world or a different realm kind of thing, or is it like the girl got hit in the head by the horse and she just was imagining all this shit?
Yeah,
that's the way I've always interpreted it. That she, got knocked out, fell off the horse, and while she's recovering from being unconscious, everything happened in her mind.
Got it. Okay.
I could be wrong, but that's, like I said, that's how I always interpreted it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I'm supposed to watch it like at least twice a year.
Yeah. Well, some people have been saying that the Wizard of Oz was actually supposed to be like a political satire or allegory for stuff that was happening during the presidential elections during that time. So there's a whole other thing to go with it. That's why it was set in Kansas, because there was all types of weird shit happening down there. So
I heard the part where it was like they were saying the government's a puppet show. The wizard behind, really running the show, that kind of thing. Other people running it.
Yeah.
I always heard it reference that, but I always thought that was like, just yes.
Which is true even to this day.
Yeah. So yeah, Oz Kingdom Lost number 3, Carla Cohan, still in stock.
I know, that sexy Dorothy cover though. Yeah.
I mean, they're all sexy, unnecessarily sexy.
But I'm the bad guy.
I said unnecessarily sexy.
Draw, sexy pictures of a 12-year-old, but I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yes. Aren't you the same one that brought all those freaking Wednesday freaking comics, the sexy Wednesday comics with the tits up?
Nothing to do with that.
I apologize. I didn't want to put your business out like that. Rick and Morty Maximum Crescendo number 1. Then Sheena Queen of the Jungle number 5. They should probably do something with these.
Isn't that that look like what's her name? The Hips Don't Lie girl.
Shakira.
Yeah. She got that like face and the hair stance.
Interesting.
She looks like a whole bunch of I can't handle that shit. Me. Cover C Sudan.
Nice. I miss those old movies.
They're trying to bring them back, right? There's a bunch of kaiju movies, and I'm telling you, with the
them old stranded on an island, and we run into all these mysterious creatures, and we gotta forage for food for a few. I miss them old cheesy movies that used to come on TV back in the day.
Well, they had it. They when they did it with Godzilla, King Kong, and that failed terribly because it was a fucking big budget. That's when people started to shy away. But now I think now with that Godzilla -1, I think they're going to come back. But they gotta freaking stay within budget, stay really low on their fucking budget because I forget that shit was fucking like it cost them less than nothing to build that, and they freaking made a whole bunch of money on that shit. Yep. So there's that Sirens of the City.
I mean, I like the fact that they learned from the first Godzilla. Like, we need more monsters in the movie. We need more action. Like, however, I personally enjoyed Godzilla vs Kong. I like the fact that that shit was more action packed. You know, however you think of, the story or whatever, it's cool. But the action at least, like, oh, they're fighting. They get busy. The first compared to the first Godzilla, where it was a bunch of cut scenes and background shots of the monster. Wow, that's creepy.
Yeah, 1 in 50. The goat licking old girls, or it's a ram actually, fucking licking girls' fucking throat.
Isn't that devil ram? Was it Baphomet or something like
Yeah,
that?
Baphomet. Yeah. Or no, it's Baal. I actually gotta fucking read this shit.
That was crazy.
And here we go with the Spider Boy. Number 3. That one was by Humberto Rambos. Here's your 1 in 25 Lionel Yu. And that 1 in 100. And a Wolverine by Baldian, a homage to Amazing Spider-Man number 300.
Yay, number 300 homage.
Here's your Federico Vincentini, Stormbreaker.
Yeah, I'm collecting those. I like those.
And then on the Paco Medina is Spider-Boy reading Avengers Twilight.
Interesting.
With the Marvel Comics Presents trade dress.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
I like that. I like that they brought. I mean, I wish they would bring that back and learn how to reduce the trade dress on covers like this. Like, take a cue from DC and make it the small font at the top. Like, it takes away from the artwork.
Star Trek Picard's Academy number 5, 1 in 10 by Sweeney Boo. Here's a nice Ben Harvey cover, 1 in 25, but for Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 40. Let's see the Agent. Here's those Void Rival covers. Tree, Wolverine number 42, and then that is the last of it. Edwin Aguilar is asking if that's the last issue on Dr. Aphra. Let's see.
I think it might be the issue before last, because in the previews that dropped, they got a new Aphra series started. Aphra Bounty Hunters or some shit like that, or Aphra Bounty Aphra or Aphra Bounty Hunter, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's issue 1. So I'm assuming this one, you might be right, Aguilar. Might be ending this issue or the next issue. I'm not too sure.
I think there may be one more issue after that before the Aphra
The
Bounty
final.
Hunters.
Yeah, because the Bounty Hunters, that don't come out till like for May, right? Yeah, the solicits that drop for May. Yeah, so you got like about 3 more months, maybe 2 more issues.
Edwin Aguilar is saying that the Holmes and Houdini 1 of 75 is $150 at Midtown, and it's sold out.
God damn. And Midtown definitely be playing the spec game.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll be seeing some stuff, and then later on it comes back and it's available and shit.
You're not even that.
So
Not even that. Yo, Lucas, if you get a book, right, and it's $3.99, to the customers, right? And you get a 1 in 25, Midtown to have some generic ass book, a cover that no one's really paying attention to for $13.50, right? It's $13.50. Then you get a hot book like the Wolverine 42. The same cover price, $3.99. The same 1 in 25. Oh, but y'all marked that one up to $54. What is the reasoning behind that? Like, it's the same cost value to you. So what is making you raise the price for that particular cover? So
price
that right
sensitivity
there is
test.
like, so it's like you definitely are paying attention to the market, to some extent. So
Well,
then
yes.
when the
So right. Here's there's the question, right? Like, is it somebody manually doing it, or is it part of some type of AI algorithm that's in their thing? Because if
no,
there's
it's
smart,
manual.
right?
It's
Because
manual.
there's
Yeah,
it's
it's
manual.
definitely with Midtown. It's
Okay.
definitely
Yeah,
manual.
manual. Cause people, Lucas, people, I be on books. I know when the online stores release their variants and shit. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like having them variants, I'll be showing and shit like that. It'll be like $10, be $12 because you're getting it right when they post it. But Midtown, the Wednesday of New Comic Book Day, by 4 p.m., they put up next week's books. I posted it in our private chat a few times.
Yeah.
They'll have all of those books available, every book available. And literally, I've done it. If you sit there and buy maybe like 8 or more copies, definitely 10, it triggers them and then they remove it. Then they'll put it back later or they'll try and figure out why. But when the ratios and stuff start buying immediately, they pause it and then that's when we see it as sold out. And then, like you said, if you literally wait the day later, those books become available again, or you see what books are genuinely sold out. But for the ratios, they got to be watching the market. It has to be, like I said, the same price value per book, $3.99. You have a ratio for $13.50, but it's a Spider Boy or it's a Black Panther. Now it's $54 for the 1 in 25.
Jeez.
You guys are playing the market, because the issue before that 1 in 25 was cheap, but it blew up. You see it going for $75 on the top 10. Now the next one comes out, automatic price increase.
Yeah. So I don't know how to get around it, man, other than to freaking wait till a month or two later when people forget about the fucking books and start freaking
Yeah,
put that shit on fucking discount, man.
you're right.
Yeah.
Only a few books actually last or keep their value. They're hot that week or for 2 weeks and they teeter off.
Yeah. All right, that is it for It's Drunken Chat, son. Freaking thank you to all of you guys that freaking hung out with us. It's almost 5 o'clock in the freaking morning. It's time for us to freaking go to bed, and time for me to. I don't get to go to bed. I got a freaking another podcast. I got it in a couple of hours.
So I heard.
Yeah, I'm about to run out in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get some comic book money. So I'm about to be up for a second, a few hours.
What you doing? Selling or whatnot?
Oh, no. I'm literally about to run out and go do some deliveries and whatnot. Got a little
Ah,
side gig and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, I'm up. That's why I was hopped on so late. I fell asleep. So I was like, let me sleep a little bit. And it's like, I hopped up. I was 2. See y'all on live. I said, oh, hell no. I'm going to hop on real quick. I said, I'm going to go to work in the morning anyway. So let me rock out.
Yeah, I don't have my sister-in-law's birthday dinner isn't like 4 in the afternoon, so I can catch a couple hours of good sleep before we get going.
yeah.
No, Christopher, I agree. I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad at all on them getting their money. It's just that's what, to Lucas's point, it has to be manual. Like they're too responsive to the market, too responsive, too quick. If it's AI, god damn, that's some good ass AI. But
I don't think
they're too
their AI is
responsive.
that
They're too
good.
responsive. They're too responsive to the market. Like literally, you could look at a book. If there was a hot book we were talking about, or the community was talking about today for next week, I guarantee you, Midtown would have made it sold out by tonight's end, definitely by tomorrow. Even though when I go there in the morning, and Mel will tell you, go there in the morning, there's walls full. Adam, there's walls
You'll see
full of
them
that
on the
book.
shelf.
Yeah, you are not sold out at all, but you are feeding into the market talk.
Yeah, and if there's a hot bar at Midtown, if you go there in person, they limit it to one per customer.
Yeah, limit to one
You
per.
do it all the time.
Yeah, that's when you gotta grab dude off the street and be like, "Yo, my man, you want some coffee? You come upstairs with me real quick."
All right, we had. Look, I had fun. I don't know if you guys had fun, but I definitely.
I
freaking
did.
had
I like coming on. This is fun.
I love this place, man.
And we went through a whole bunch of freaking coverage. Usually I try and cut it down, but there was a lot of good
My
stuff.
fault, Luke. It's my fault, Luke. It's my fault.
No. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, you guys brought stuff up that I was just missing. So thank you for that. But every once in a while, we just got to go through some of these, and I was happy to go through all that stuff. So, once again, we are definitely going to try and do this again next week, rain or shine or snow or whatever. We're going to freaking try and get this and keep the content freaking going. I do believe the rabbi to go had you just had a show cooking with Adam just a couple of hours ago. Is that correct?
Yes, it did. I had a show back at 8 o'clock last night. Back on the air on Tuesday. I may go back and whatnot again on Sunday because I'm trying to figure out how to get it to work with my tech and figure out a couple of the bugs and just go around for a little bit before I start doing that on a more regular basis and just like I said, we can go back to the doctor on Monday, get a clean bill of health, and then kick ass and take names.
Okay.
I'll see everyone Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah. All right. Don't forget to hit the like button if you could, and if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe.
Lucas, real quick, what's the podcast you're going on after this?
No Prize Podcast. It will not be live because the old men that I'm with, they just like to record and then they like to clean it up and
put it out. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, put it out later. So there's that, and then we also have the Old Timers Podcast, which is a good listen if you like DC stuff. You want to get caught up on what's going on in the DC world. You can also listen to that. That'll be out later on this week as well. And then just hang on, freaking listen to. And if there's any type of content that you think that you would like to listen to, let me know, let us know, and then we'll definitely try to gen that up. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for freaking listening to us. You guys freaking stay tight, man, and we will see you when we see you. Out.
For each man in his time is pain, until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, along the arm within his reach. Never needed a book to walk.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know,